Objection!
Alright. I almost forgot to mute myself on Discord. Anyways, hello there everybody, this is the Aljavis here, and welcome to the Director's Commentary for 2.6, where we talk about the ins and outs of the production, and how much we hate ourselves. So, yeah, 2.6 was a thing, and honestly one of our best episodes so far. And, of course, as always, I'm not the only one here. So, if you guys would please introduce yourselves, starting with...
Hi, everybody. Oh, wait.
Yep.
Am I supposed to go?
Yeah, it's you first.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is MLPArts. I am the team leader of the voice actors, and I do the voices of Twilight, Rarity, Sweetie Belle, Silver Spoon, and Apple Bloom.
Yay! Next up. Jerboe?
Sorry, I was still in the sea lion mode. Hello!
Oh, okay.
It's me, Jerboe, one of the video editors of Elements of Justice.
And that's all. Very simple and to the point, which is nice. And next.
I'm one of the writers, and I also help with the OST for this episode.
Oh,
Darn it, my visual gag did not work.
I think you're you didn't hear your name. Can you say it again, please, James?
I'm one of the writers, and I help with the OST for this episode.
Yep, that is indeed him.
My visual gag did not work. Darn it.
Hello, my name is Joel. I'm one of the audio engineers for this project, and I also helped James brainstorm the OST for this episode.
That indeed you did. And last but not least.
Yo, what's poppin', chat? This is MV, one of the pony riggers, team leader of said pony rigging department. I make ponies move, and everyone else makes ponies move as well. Also, I video edited this episode.
Which you have a lot to say, I assume.
Yes, I do, and I want to cry about it every day.
Oh, we'll cry about it when we get there. But yeah, before we actually start off, we want to say something really quick. One of our concept artists, Bluebell, their father unfortunately passed away, and she's in need of money. So if any of you out there could please go check the GoFundMe at the description to help her out, that'll be really appreciated, because we love our team and we want to make sure that they get all the support that they need. So if you have the money, if you can give anything at all, please support the GoFundMe. And another thing I should do before we move on, I also got to shout out all of the all the front gallery members, the memberships that we have over here. So I'd like to thank Sean Taggart, Night Rainbow, Pork42, Kazneel, Hoodie Angel, also known as Molly, Maria Moonlight, and Eleutheria. I'm gonna assume that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, wow, I did not bad for this opening. I didn't do anything horrible this time.
Yeah, other than crash OBS, that's totally not horrible.
I mean, you're right.
Yes, and I also, courtesy of all of those members, welcome.
Oh god, that's what the sound was?
That was what the sound was. I got it ready.
There's no OBS crashing buzzing say.
But yeah,
OBS does not exist.
OBS does not exist. By the way, I hope you guys enjoyed that little zoom in that I did. I managed to do that live now, so no need for post editing. We can do all this. We can do it live. We're gonna go all right, and we'll do it live.
We can do it live now.
All right. So I think we're ready to actually watch the episode. So, are you all ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Ready?
I've never been
Okay.
10 times less ready in my life.
All right. Wait. Shut up. Shut up, Jazz. Shut up, Jazz. Thank you.
A nice little fade out.
Nice little fade out.
We love
All right,
jazz,
3.
but not
We do love
so
jazz,
much.
but we
Yes.
gotta turn it off at some point. All right, ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Previously on Elements of Justice.
Arrested Sweetie Belle! I was well aware that Princess Luna...
Does that activate Windows?
From the very
What the
beginning.
fuck?
Sorry.
I don't-
That was my volume.
Canterlot had almost become like
You know, volume, I'll tell you that much.
He had a travel case prepared for every time he had to go. It was seized by the police yesterday.
Miss Sugarstar.
I've always loved the
already confessed to
little
killing
recaps.
Walter.
Royal Order
Yeah, those were a nice
Canterlot
addition, starting
for
from, I
He was a good
believe,
friend.
case 2-1?
2-2.
Yeah,
Wait,
wait.
Two.
I love the recap.
Bum, bum,
Yeah.
bum.
Me too. It reminds people to be hype.
Exactly.
Hey,
You're about-
sing song we ended 2-5 on.
Which is nice. Good continuity.
Slaps, though.
Very much
Fucking
showing
slaps.
this is a direct continuation from where we left off last time.
What? Get a hold of yourself, Apollo. It's not even that far of a jog.
Weak ass. God.
You're
Athena's just surrounded by old people.
I love.
Isn't Apollo younger than Athena?
She's
no,
older than
no,
her.
Apollo's older.
Stop them and let us
Oh.
Not by much, but yes, he's older.
A few
Oh my
years.
god.
Where's Rarity? She has to know what's happening.
I remember I
By the-
recorded this
I
scene.
don't see her anywhere.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I recorded this scene in VC with G. It was like one of the first things that I did with voice direction, and I think it came out much better than it could have on my own.
Please, you need to calm down.
Yeah,
Fantastic as Rarity in this episode.
I've always I don't do it often, but like whenever I get to like voice direct a VA with their lines, like it's just so fun.
I was still
It really is.
Dear sister. So worried, in fact, that
Wasn't there something you were going to say about the mouth movements of Aljavis?
I was gonna say that, yes.
For the rigs?
Yeah. Look, this is the
Oh,
first
shit.
episode. This is the first episode where we introduced voice lip syncing for the ponies.
Didn't that come by? Didn't that thing first come by literally because one of our video editors, Connor, ended up doing that for the Ace Attorney characters, and then we realized we have to change every single scene with this for everyone?
That's kind of what happened. Yeah.
I'm angry about that still. I hate it.
But it's dynamic.
It is dynamic.
That's dynamic, just like how the blood on my
expense
hands
of
is
the sanity
dynamic.
of the rest of the team.
It's as dynamic as the blood on my hands whenever I try to edit this, thank you.
In
Yeah.
that boutique will have to deal with all of us.
That is why we have automation.
Yeah.
Bless
Mhm.
automation, dog. Oh
Bless
god.
automation, like actually bless automation.
No, Pony.
Were any of the doors or windows unlocked before we got here? Maybe they managed to sneak out that way.
Yeah, I don't think we'd have the episodes out in as timely a manner as we did without automation.
Yeah.
If we didn't have automation, if we were still back in the days of Case 1 when we were just drag and dropping every single thing on the stage and building everything manually, I guarantee you right now this series will take 3 more years just to end Case 1.
Aljavis, I didn't write this down, but I believe this episode was created at the same time as 2-5.
I think so. Yeah,
Yes,
it was.
Yes, it was. I remember because both scripts were out, and I was gonna record 2-5, but I opened up 2-6 and I went the whole script without noticing I was doing the wrong one first.
Damn,
Oh, I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah.
that's pretty funny.
Ooh, we got a $2 donation.
Oh, hey, we got a super chat. Justin Tran.
Oh,
Me.
thank you,
Make a
Justin.
send using my spitted name. Hello there, Justin Tran. I did it.
You did not do that. It's funny.
Have a look.
All right, fine. Like, if you, all right, fine. Here's another one. If
Just look at this.
If you were if you were a cook, you'd be named Justin Pan.
Why not Justin Oliver?
Whoever just left.
Justin Oliver.
That's
Oh my
definitely
God.
blood.
If you were an Olympic sprinter, you'd be called Justin Ran.
But it's not a whole
Why not
lot.
Justin Bolt?
A few drops here and there.
You think it
'Cause
could
it
be
has
the
to rhyme?
perpetrators?
It has to rhyme.
Seems very likely.
I
Assuming only one
see.
pony was here while Rarity was away. It must
Uh,
be
By
theirs.
the way,
place
this
is-
Sharpen this
go
ring,
ahead.
what I can tell. So, how did they get injured?
by the
No,
way,
I
this
just said this place
Hmm.
is a mess.
oh yeah, it is a mess.
Huh?
That's what happens when someone breaks in.
Sonata?
It's a bit hard to see.
You know,
but
this
if
guy's
you
Yes,
look
including a murder scene, clearly with all that blood in there. God
Yeah.
damn.
Also, I want to point
Sonata.
out, Mhm. Yeah, Sonata won the
Sonata is
pose.
just flexing her superior eyesight.
Yeah.
She's better than everyone else. There you go.
And it's not even because of her glasses, because remember, they're fake.
They're from Opal.
Dude,
Hello,
I made this.
Opal. Something that was alluded to in 2-4, I believe.
It's Mango.
Goodness, you're safe.
It's fucking Mango. Mango's gonna come in here at some point, just start meowing all over the mic.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna do it in the stream, and I'm gonna lose
Oh,
my
she
mind,
will.
dude.
She's just
Aw, look at
my
that.
cat's gonna come over.
Mango's got new
I think that explains it.
got
Then.
new code
The
names.
drops of blood on the floor, the
God.
scattered fur, the knocked over
By the
mask,
way-
and
wants to
the
be-
blood on Opal's claws.
This
Kitty kit.
this
Put
little
these pieces
thing,
together and we get a clear picture of what
this
happened.
line right here, pretty significant
There was
to
definitely
what
some
will
sort of
happen with
altercation that
Sonata,
occurred here.
with how
The
she
intruder
thinks.
must have teleported in.
Wait, what?
That's the
Just
only way
just
they could have
saying.
entered. But when
Just
they
putting
did,
that
they
out there.
must have startled
Me
Just
who
put it
doesn't
out there.
remember this?
Opal would have attacked.
Oh,
I have
you
no idea
definitely
what
would
you're
know.
The intruder knocked
But-
it over the
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
would know, but I did not process the line clearly.
On the ground
Oof.
and the blood on Opal's claws.
Oh, also
Man,
another thing. This background done by PPW.
But of course, that
How?
doesn't explain why they would have teleported in.
Maybe
Godlike
they were
hands, that's
trying to
how.
steal something?
It is true.
She's an
I
artist.
think so, Apollo.
Artiste.
An artiste.
Artiste, yeah, that also happens
Really?
to have a
didn't even teleport in
not
to steal from
commonly
you? Either
seen
that,
form
or Opal scared them off.
that I
Ugh.
enjoy.
While we're here,
I'm gonna dig through trash.
Mr. Wright, is digging through trash some sort of new hobby you've picked up recently?
no, this is a really relevant.
He will do
investigation.
anything for the investigation. Oh,
Oh,
and
He'll do anything for money.
Anyway, look.
Oh my god!
I gotta continue the
Dig
vid.
money out the trash,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Julius might not be here, but I gotta continue
Not
the vid.
exactly the kind
Exactly.
of
Also, I
stuff
love
that's supposed to be
Cadet's
defined by the
delivery of Sonata Phoenix going through trash. Like she just adds
I
like
know,
just a hint
right.
of she just has a hint of sass
Dingy and horrid.
in her
love it, I
voice.
love
Very
it.
apt word.
Best
Like, cause
part-
Cadet is just
Control
sassy,
we're
like in
all
general.
familiar with.
She knows how to hit that sass part of Sonata correctly in its perfect
Yeah.
form. Actually goaded, dude.
This has been bothering me for a while,
Banger.
but I think I now have a possible answer. Do you guys remember what happened the last time we were here?
You mean
Yeah, I got my suit torn apart.
Excuse
Very
me,
seatbelt.
Sweetie Belle, was it?
Toot toot, Sweetie Belle.
Nice
You
reading
too,
the
Sweetie
flashback.
Bell.
Oh
I'm
shit.
looking around and I couldn't help but
That's
notice
not
that
the
there was
right.
a
That's not the
little
right
leaf
Ace
in the
Attorney
trash.
rig. He's supposed to be pixelated.
An assortment of leaves,
Oh.
vines, and branches.
Good
That
catch.
doesn't seem like the
That
kind
is
of
true.
thing Rarity would have collected.
Even the lip sync
So-
is there. Even the lip sync for Sweetie Belle is there somehow.
It's fake. It's an alternate reality, dude.
It's an
This is
alternate
not real.
reality.
Sweetie Belle did this then?
I don't want to make
The alternate
any
Look at
dimension.
this gray
Consider
ass
what
background
these
with
are,
these
and if we
vines,
allow
leaves, and
ourselves to think
branches.
Sweetie Belle put them in the trash at
Is
some
it supposed to look like they're in the trash?
Then that further proves Sweetie Belle was in the
No, I
forest.
don't.
Well,
I think that's
no,
just
it's just like it's just like if they're like placed
they're just
out.
in a pocket dimension.
Oh, okay.
It's
No,
just
it's in a pocket dimension.
Sweetie Belle being there.
Jesus.
I don't remember
Let's
Sweetie
go.
Belle ever leaving home. Well,
And now we got
well,
zero
it's
escape
that
music.
So there's
Yeah.
no way of knowing what she did until you got back.
I still
Clarification.
have not played that game, but I will one
like-
day.
to mention that she was refusing to cooperate.
For a while, I
because
confused
when
this with an
questioned,
AI Somnium
and the
Files
cherry on
track.
top is the blood found at the statue. it was hers. So that's
It's written by the
We
same.
don't know why.
In that
This
case,
music composer though.
we need to get her to talk. She must know something.
The only way we'll get that to happen is if we gather enough information and evidence to use against her. By then, she would have to tell us what she knows.
AKA Psyche-locks.
Once we feel like we found enough evidence to prove what
The magical cap detector, as I would call
You
it.
know,
Yep.
finding evidence in the court.
Magical
what
cap
that is in the
detector.
court.
Forest.
Not protector,
I just
detect.
thought of something.
The Magatama is the magical cap detector.
Hey,
He will
Applebloom,
detect any sense of cap that anyone ever says.
I've been thinking.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
That you may know more about the Timberwolves.
You know, do they have to be? Do they have to be like
So I'd
cat-like?
like more information on them.
Does it work effectively on
Normally
catfolk?
aggressive towards ponies?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, normally they keep to themselves in the everfree forest. Any pony who wanders too far in risks getting attacked by them.
And they die.
She was a player.
Just a filly?
She was built different than the rest of you. It's that simple.
But she told me there's a specific way
Granny
to scare 'em
power.
Let's go.
Timberwolves don't like certain noises. It messes with their heads and makes them all jumpy and scared. If you make that noise, you're guaranteed to make them
I forgot what
scared.
episode that was from, but I know,
What?
but,
From season
but like,
two.
I know it's from season
I
2.
reckon the best
I think it was like
noise to
Family
make is
Appreciation Day.
a loud clang.
They were talking
was-
about Zap Apples, I believe.
So then
Yeah, they were talking about
what
Zap
happened
Apples
in
and
the
how Granny
forest?
Smith, like, got the Zap
Could've been some
Apples.
pony's way of scaring
Yeah.
off the Timberwolves.
And it was like, hey, they're like, hey,
There were
you're,
two claims that night, according
filthy
to
rich.
Silverstone.
You're
Made in
the
order
reason
to
why
scare
he's
off
so
the
rich because of
Timberwolves.
us.
And we can probably infer that that one was made near the statue, since that's where the Timberwolves were. But where did the
I've also
other one
thrown
come from?
pebble into their
Why
throats,
was it
but then
made?
you'd be committing animal slaughter.
I don't know. That's something we still
But
have
then
to figure
technically they're
out.
all animals.
Shut the fuck up.
This is all we can get from here right now.
MV
Is there any second to
muted,
conduct their own
unmuted
investigation?
specifically to say that and went
In
back
which
to
case,
muting.
we'd better leave so as not to
That is correct.
What
Chad
should we
move.
do now?
I suggest
Very
heading to the
Chad move.
Evergreen Forest. We can probably get in there now that Private Eye's returned from Canterlot.
Applebloom, you should probably head home now. I'd imagine Applejack's worried about you.
Reminds from another thing that we should talk about later on.
I hope you guys figure something out then. I don't like that Sweetie Belle's still trying to keep stuff from us. It's making me anxious.
I do like that
We'll
delivery
figure it
right
out,
there.
Bloom.
She legitimately
Oh,
sounds concerned.
She's concerned for her homie, dude.
You traumatized her.
Worried.
She's concerned for her homie, dude. Yeah,
Oh yeah, this moment, like this,
I wonder if it's
like
important.
adding. Kind of wish I had like full like pictures for that, but like I wasn't. I guess I was too lazy to like make the entire thing.
That was the reason.
But yeah, that's there for a reason.
They also were like very concerned with trying to hit that line, so
Yeah.
Seriously, it's called a bog. Of course it's
Look
swampy.
over there. Is that poison joke?
And an awful
I remember
lot
my
to do.
first take of that line was like
Don't wander into it, Apollo.
so brutal
I ever
towards
do that?
Tracy. It was like,
There's no
Well,
way I'm risking getting
That's
a trip
exactly
over.
what it is.
and it made it sound like she
My voice.
thinks
Oh my god.
That sounds really condescending. Hello there,
I know.
phone.
Hello, Pretzelman.
she helped me with that
Hi-
one.
hi,
Otherwise,
Joe.
it would have come out so sassy.
I trust
Yeah.
you've been making some headway in your own investigation.
Private Eye,
Something like
actually
that.
the real G.
And it seems
Love
like
this
the more
man.
we discover, the
I love
more
Private Eye.
questions we end up asking.
He's a
Oh,
banger character. I like
Crystal
that.
Colden, with the $5. Hello there. Is Private Eye design based on based on certain puzzles? Yes, I am. He is based on him.
However, I believe
He's
it would
just,
be
but he's different
beneficial to
enough
show you what
that
we
like,
managed to uncover at the ball.
you know, he's different enough.
Uncovered?
Yes, it's based off
Also,
of him, but he's
new
different
world
enough.
of Steam hype.
Focus on some rocks near
Oh
where
yes,
the
that's
fountain
true.
river
I,
flows into the
I'm
swamp.
everyone like whoever's like
As you can
even
see,
familiar with
on the
Professor
right
Layton,
side, there is
like
a
got excited
secret
when that game got announced. Even I did, and I never played his games yet.
The same spot
I was
I got really
excited.
excited to see the professor finally back again after so long.
Like literally,
Hmm.
I'm like willing to like just like play all of his
That's
games
blood.
like just
That was
so I'll
a
know
dope
what he's all
animation.
about.
Oh, you have quite the catalog to go through, Javis. There are
I'm
still
pretty
just, like,
sure.
6+ games.
I enjoyed
You
Professor
can't
Layton
play
versus
anymore
Phoenix
because
Wright quite a
the
bit,
eShop
so
is
I've been.
closed.
I do want to play the other Layton games at some point.
I
Yeah.
never even played Professor Layton. I was just shocked that he even came back at all in that one Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, I was shocked that he came back at all.
There's hope for Jokai Watch.
The
After all,
he was hiding in the shadows, waiting to come back to make everyone happy out of fucking nowhere. Yeah. He was cooking something, dude.
These waters. So dangerous is this area that more than a few ponies.
Speaking of cooking, he's cooking some evidence in front of them right now.
If you get
Shut the fuck up! Oh my god.
what is he cooking?
What was he cooking?
I don't know what it is, but it
Puzzle.
sounds spicy.
Oh my god.
All this talk about food reminds me of a puzzle.
I regret asking then.
Who made this
I
background?
think that royal order would take
That would be
places to train.
Viola and Shannon.
Oh wow.
Missing armor suggests that whoever killed Royal Order at the clearing likely disposed of his armor in the nearby river before moving him.
Whoever meaning sugar stamp?
I'm afraid so, yes.
That can't be right. Aside from the fact that she confessed, you haven't found any conclusive evidence that proves her guilt.
Except they have found conclusive evidence.
Or so as they think.
That incriminating evidence you spoke of back at the
I tend to go into a homicidal main
Could you tell us what
phase
it is?
every time I hear that sound effect.
I thought you said homicidal.
Why does he look nervous?
No!
Very well.
Of course not, Al.
I swear, I just hear things.
I had been in Canterlot in order to
I just-
observe the case's developments to
Yeah,
law.
but do
I
you
have
hear the
ears.
police knocking at your door?
After our meeting, my team and I
I guess that's just the curse of having a very Hispanic accent.
after we'd apprehended her. We searched a house for clues.
Phoenix Wright when he's in a forged evidence competition and his opponent is Private Eye.
Incriminating evidence itself.
Oh my god.
Boom, 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 boom.
A letter opener. Yeah.
I still love that.
So incriminating.
This is...
Blood. Don't tell me.
We already tested both items. The blood belongs to Royal Order. On top of that, the shape of the blade matches the hole in the helmet.
Speaking of top of that, his top
Makes
hat.
This letter opener the murder weapon.
Yeah, it's totally not the top hats from.
I'm not sure. I like the timing for this song, but I'm not sure if it was the absolute best time. Like,
This is insane.
I can
Sugar stamp really
believe James and I considered doing it on
Weapon and bag speak for themselves.
like
It's just the blood.
the statement right before that one instead. But it's been a while since I worked on the
there's his first
OST for this
hold
episode.
Daddy, you
Yep,
know
yeah,
it's
there were a few we were
really sure on.
all this stuff may tell us how Sugar Stamp may have killed Royal Order, but nothing's told us why.
That
Excellent emphasis there.
certainly was
Yeah.
the case
Sweet.
before,
Kaylin's great. Kaylin's great.
That sound effect again.
You're telling us you found a motive when you
I
apprehended
feel like
Sugar Stamp?
that specific sound effect that
I can show you
we
what
use
I
sometimes, like, I mean, there are definitely moments when to use it, but it oftentimes cuts the tension quite a bit.
Yeah,
It
you,
feels like
you
that.
gotta like find like the best moments to even use it. So
What's to the next scene?
hello.
What? Where's the boulder?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah,
There
it's
was a
it's the.
boulder here. It's gone now.
Oh boy, yeah, that's that is a Silent Hill 2 reference right there. There was a hole here. It's gone now. I remember James pointing that out to me. I was like, oh shit, that is a Silent Hill 2 reference, and I just think it's the funniest thing ever.
When I first found the cave, it was already open.
You know,
DOJ,
pay tributes to
Silent
your
Hill
own
things.
Really think much of
Also,
it.
Twilight is blind.
I put it in.
Boulder really was originally
So while I was blind at that one part.
Then it's just as
You
thought.
didn't see it like
By the
right
way,
next to it.
Come here to clone himself.
By the way,
And must have been the one to
MV,
move the
Justin
boulder.
Tran, asking you,
You said you could show
What's
Sugar
up?
Stamp's
with-
motive, Private
he's
Eye.
asking, what is your most hated task to do in EOJ?
this way, if you would.
Video editing. which is why I never did it again after this episode.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see your answer very soon, Justin Tran.
Give it an hour. So this episode's 2 hours long. Actually, wait, no, it's an hour long, ain't it?
Actual mirror.
Hey, Temper Cape, for you Xenoblade fans out there.
God.
It's even more fitting because there's an area Temper Cave in the game that looks very similar to the mirror pool.
I wouldn't have thought that the name could be so conventional.
Never mind the naming conventions.
I do like this track for the mirror pool.
Yeah.
Well, my
By the way,
team
this
is uncomfortable
background,
deal.
made by
I
Saturn,
follow
aka
up on
Beppy.
your earlier request
Wow.
regarding that travel case. We've finished our examination of its contents and have left it here for you to see.
But what does this have to do with showing a sugar stamp's motive?
Have a look, and I believe you'll discover what I mean.
Alright.
Ah, that little thing.
Towel, that same thing.
There's the
with
photo
pillow.
that I just photoshopped
So far, nothing really all that relevant.
Yeah, and you like
and just
made it
blurred it out.
blurry.
What's this? Some kind of letter? What's it
I
say?
did actually make that little letter and wrote everything down as if
Dear
Sugar
Royal
Stamp
Order,
wrote it.
I really
wow.
can't begin to express how grateful I am for
everything that you've done for
I
me.
love that fades into her voice.
I love this the cover for this song so much.
I don't even know what this song is, but I listen to it once in a while.
It's Memory from Super Paper Mario. I'll be like right here, like I didn't really plan to use this song like for this bit the entire time. It just so happens that because we used a song called Distant Memory back in 2.5 when she was talking about her her
At least I like to think so.
husband.
But then you had to go home
Wait,
with Hearts and Hoofs Day instead of
this
spending it
the
with
song
me.
just conveniently happened to have a
You can't stay away from them forever.
a musical tour line with the naming scheme. So Distant Memory in 2.5 and Memory in 2.6.
Me for much longer either. Come see
Some,
me as soon
some of
as you get the
the some of the best moments sometimes in anything, be it an episode, a project, or anything, just coincidentally happen to work that way. Yeah, I'm very happy with the way we used that track there.
Yeah, because yes, it's such a lovely track, but it also gives dark implications.
Mhm. I'll definitely talk more about how we consider, like, how we go about
There's more, isn't there?
making tracks flow in like a musical third line when we eventually do the 2.8 director's commentary. But yeah, wanted to say that. I wanted to say that much about
Looks like only the first
Yeah.
right there.
has been filled out. February 10th.
Oh.
Meet with Sugar Stamp.
Yeah. Oh, right. I'll go back a little bit. Where is that pose?
Sugar Stamp wouldn't. Would she?
Right. You got stuff to talk about.
Oh, sweet hell.
I do. But yeah, everyone's noticed. I'm from 4.
Oh, you're cutting out quite a
I
bit,
noticed
by the
this
way.
during the. Oh, sorry. I noticed that private I didn't have a lot of poses from 2.1 to 2.4, and I noticed it during the polishing when we were doing the production of the episode. It was very difficult to find a variety of poses for him because we had to keep the ones. So I decided I'd ask Al to have a bit more because
he was lacking.
Felt like he should have. Yeah, he was really lacking in poses.
He was. Oh god.
And given his character goes in, use some poses from another detective from Ace Attorney, Inspector Gregson.
Yeah, that is true. So you sent me some poses on him
to use some of his poses.
I swear, I distinctly remember the time when all of this was being made, and me and Aljavis were in the middle of scrambling on the spot, trying to think of poses for Private Eye to just casually add into the rig very late in development. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then James like gave me like these suggestions. I'm like, oh wow, like this is, I think, what also these poses do, because I kind of relied too much on like Layton like poses. So having his poses also be based off of another detective kind of like helps differentiate Private Eye from Professor Layton.
Yeah, even more.
Even more, yeah.
The detective with a top
Also,
hat.
I should note, though, real quick, that just because Private Eye is inspired by Professor Layton doesn't mean that he is Professor Layton the pony.
Well, yeah, no shit.
He's his own character.
He is his own character.
Anyways, I'm not gonna like really like say like why the Layton, why the Gregson poses work so well for Private Eye as well, because it's kind of going into spoiler territory if you haven't played
It just works.
Ace Attorney games. But
Yeah.
if you know, why that makes sense. You know.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Is all you want to say, James?
Yeah, just explaining where the new poses came from.
Yeah, I think those are fantastic new poses.
Actually, wait, was there a sketch that accompanied it? I'm pretty sure.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, there was.
Oh wait, no, it was just a picture of Rex.
Look, it's some kind of journal. It must have.
Oh yeah, the planner. Pat found a big oversight during the creation of this episode. The dates were wrong.
February 10th.
There were like 2 days off for all of them, and then he let us know, and we didn't really like take it that seriously at first. But when we looked into it, it's like I was like, oh, guys, this is gonna be really bad. We should change it right now. Well, time to get Cadet to revoice this.
Private Eye almost left the evidence too long in the oven.
Yeah.
And meet sugar stamp at Everfree.
This would have been a major oversight.
Damn, this note was slow as hell.
Another nice detail with the journal, if you have a really discerning eye, is that you can tell the writing is different from the writing on the calendar in 2.5.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Journal matches royal orders. I checked and double-checked that one personally.
So this is what it's been all about. This is what he was trying to do that night, and why he had been away from home.
Personally, eh?
He was having an affair with Sugar Stamp. Obviously, he couldn't let his family know, but it looks like he also didn't want to choose between either her or Fair Devotion. And that's why...
He cloned himself, so that he could be with them both.
But yeah, that planner, like, the mystery would have been like all over the place if Pat didn't see that little detail that was off.
And props to Pat for saving the story.
Exactly.
Why would Sugar Stamp?
We gotta
For once, it wasn't
we
me
value the
who-
entire team. Like if something's off, like they let us know and we'll look into
Yeah,
it.
it wasn't me this time who found the arrow. It was Pat who passed the perception check.
Ha 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 ha.
Man,
We're all-
Well, that's
we're all always doing our
what's
best
more
to
so
make
an
this project
investigation
perfect.
check.
Maybe to the point that she couldn't bear
This man had the exact same fucking visual range of Sonata's eyes to see that shit. Okay.
Right.
Or at least not the one that Sugar Stamp wanted. The clones aren't perfect. They lack the memories of the original. We can't know now.
So I see this fucking this fucking Sugar Stamp note that she left on. All I gotta say is I'm just gonna need more yandere Sugar Stamp art being made. I need to see more of that be created.
There's so much. There was a lot of yandere art of Sugar Stamp after this episode.
Not
It's
a
so
lot of
great.
them are not a lot of them are uploaded to socials though. They're only in the fan server. I need to see more of that. It's funny as shit.
Yeah.
More Monsu
Also,
as well.
also the line that Twilight said about like the clones not having like the memories of like the original. Like I always felt like that's such like an important detail.
It is.
So yeah, so please stop saying that the real Pinkie got sent back in too many Pinkies, guys. She literally has some memories in the later episodes. Come on.
Well, here. Nah, it's the Equestria Girls, Pinkie. You know that ending in one of the EQG movies where they literally switch places half the time?
Yeah, it was like a bloopers or something.
It wasn't a blooper. It was in the post-credits ending, I'm 90% sure.
Ah, yes, this incriminating piece of notes.
Oh my god.
Had been under strict
Yeah.
examination. Have you discovered who sent it?
God, like
all I'm gonna say is,
like making like these evidence for like the magazine cutouts is like is so funny. Like there's a specific like website on doing this, and it's kind of shit. So because they don't even like give like high quality stuff. They just leave it at like maybe like 100. No, at least maybe 800 at most like pixels, and like that's way too low. So that they use like an AI like upscaler just to make it look better.
AI, everybody. We've officially used AI in EOJ.
Did you just say AI? Kill him.
Turning page was
a shame.
Suspicion of involvement. When we questioned him, he also confirmed that he was in the forest. As a result, we assumed that the anonymous tip was legitimate. And so, Turning Page was indicted for the crime.
But now that Turning Page has been found innocent,
then the next matter was to discern the true author of this letter. Sadly, we haven't made much.
I can't watch this anymore after 2-8.
I can't either. I don't think anyone can watch. No one can watch any of these episodes after watching 2-8.
Which is why I said, oh boy.
Ha ha. Whatever they were cooking an atomic bomb with this shit, fellas.
All I'm gonna say is, if anything, I urge you to rewatch the previous episodes.
It does really. Go ahead.
You will notice things that you haven't, that were there always, that you have, you wouldn't have known were a clue until
sort of overlooked.
Like there are certain details in these episodes where like, if you connect that with the most recent episode that we released at this time, it's like, holy shiza, it all makes sense.
Mr. Wright found that magazine in Diamond.
They've been there since 2-1.
No private eye believes
Yeah,
sent this.
they've all been there since 2-1.
Diamond Tiara instead? If so, then why? The more I think about it, the more I realize how complicated Royal Order's relationships were. His son adored him, but didn't get to spend as much time with him as he would have wanted. His wife had a complicated relationship with him, and now sugar stamps.
A fucking yandere. It's so creepy.
There's one more relationship at play here, isn't there? Back during the trial.
Man, like Royal Order is like getting all the mares and the stallion.
The 2 mayors and a stallion. This man got some ass, dog. Oh damn, this man got some riz. Good shit.
Private Eye, I have a bit of an odd question for you.
Oh? What is it, Miss Sykes?
It's just, you
Are you
knew
gay?
Royal Order, didn't you?
Are you gay?
Personally?
That is an odd question.
Are you gay?
What makes you think that?
When you were talking about what his death would
Plot
do
twist,
to
he's
him,
actually just straight up bisexual.
you sounded far more
No way.
sorrowful than I'd expect from the lead investigator.
Listen.
Were you having relationships with the victim?
The one who checked over the almost as if you had a personal reason to see to that task.
I love.
Certain of it.
I mean, he is a dashing looking stallion. I should say.
I don't blame anybody. All right, he's a nice looking guy. All right.
He's got the nice looking chocolate flank.
Here's where we get to see more.
Listen, if I was gay, I'd probably feel attracted to him too. Not bad.
If I was gay.
Also, real talk. This is where we get to see those new posters in action for real.
Yeah, even more in action. Yeah.
The anime pose, as it's called.
Yeah, the anime pose.
Oh, that one. Jesus.
Also,
bless
This is like Layton music, right?
Suggests you are
It is, yeah, the first.
This is Layton music.
myself in a similar fashion during my school days.
Also, bless Doc, not him, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Henry, for making these new poses, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's
Actually,
right. This is when he joined the team, and he made these new poses.
He's a video editor now, but the stuff he did for rigging, pretty good shit, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Henry?
As with all things.
Doc, not Nguyen. Doc Nguyen?
No,
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Doc
Oh,
Nguyen.
Doc. Okay, yeah, Doc. Yes, we have our own Doc.
And went on to become a cadet.
We have the doctors in the house, boys.
I chose to become an apprentice at the Equestrian Bureau of
The
Intelligence.
EBI.
The EBI for short.
The EBI.
Equestrian Bureau of Intelligence?
It's Equestria's
It's like the FBI, but we added a line at the bottom of the letter.
handling all sorts of criminal activity. The head of the agency was actually my mentor.
It's
He's
like one
considered
letter
a
off, yes.
legendary detective in law enforcement circles. Intensely driven, no other pony I've ever met.
Just
lacked
extra
the
world
sheer
building
scope
right there.
of
The
his
EBI.
investigative prowess. Working with him was a supreme honor, and perhaps one of the hardest things.
Modifying real places and real words is so fun.
Yeah.
Let's just say he didn't earn his legendary.
So it was a fun thing to
status
come up
over
with.
Simple 10-a-penny mysteries and easy to.
I think it went pretty
That's
well.
such a term that I don't understand. 10 a penny.
To the bone to earn my place.
First time I heard of that kind of phrase, 10 a penny.
Quite busy then.
I mean,
Did you and Royal Order
it basically
try to keep in touch?
We did.
just, but just the British version of it.
Duty never ends.
I
The
didn't
British version of what?
Royal Order's duties frequently
It basically just means dime a
We
dozen.
both tried to.
Ah.
meet on occasion.
Same
I
thing.
also had the pleasure of meeting his wife,
Diamond
Belle
dusting,
Devotion,
okay.
a few times. Whenever she'd come up to Canterlot to visit her husband.
So she does know him then.
And when was the last time you saw Royal Order?
That would have been the night he was killed. He'd been in Canterlot, as you know, and I caught him just as he was heading home to Ponyville. Of course, I couldn't have imagined what would happen next, but
I love the anime
even
pose.
so, if I had stopped him for even a moment longer.
Pain.
Don't worry, Private
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
that little delivery too.
We'll
Like,
bring Royal Order's
you can
village
tell he's still calm and collected,
no
but
matter
like
who that pony may be.
it's just
got
a little
shaken
bit
up
of
by that.
like a little bit of that shake
Royal
up
Order
in his
was
voice.
My only friend, really. Both as a child and as an adult.
No matter how much you
If
try to
there's
hide
anything
it,
more I can do to help.
the emotion,
The emotions will
your
come
feelings
out.
towards them.
Keep that in mind. Stay strong, detective.
Thank you, truly. And good luck to you all.
We're bonding.
Bonds of justice?
I suppose that more or less
Yes,
confirmed
bonds of justice.
Sugar
Bonds
Stamp
of
likely is
justice.
our killer.
I still can't believe it. She seems so nice. Was it all just one big lie?
This entire case is a giant fucking lie, dude.
This entire
Jesus
case is a
Christ.
lie.
Even if it makes
Not
This
even
entire
finished.
case is one whole cap.
It's one whole cap that not even the magical cap detector that Phoenix has could ever fix, dude. Sorry.
Like this case is filled with so many caps it could turn into a top hat.
No pony saw.
Oh, it's not just a top hat. It's it's literally the hat that Dog Dimmadome has.
The Doug
Dog
Dimmadome hat.
hat. It's as big as fucking Doug Dimmadome.
Wait,
God damn.
what magazine?
Well, Doug Dimmadome would be a fucking character in the series now,
I
dog.
took a photo of it while we were there.
Yeah.
This is a rather low quality photo, Mr. Wright.
Damn.
Well, I didn't have
Sonata
enough time to
roasting
take a better
so
one.
matter of factly.
More than that,
It's
a
so
Those colors,
subtle,
the-
but the sass from Cadet like just like that gives her
It's on fire.
yeah.
But doesn't that mean we don't?
She just knows how to give sass to Sonata.
Maybe Sugar Stamp didn't.
And I was saying, damn, bitch, you got
He's
no
like-
iPhone? Fuck
He's
you.
like this is a rather low quality photo, Mr. Wright.
That's true.
What were you all doing at Diamond Tiara's house anyway?
Fucking Phoenix Wright took a photo on that on his Nintendo DS. Jesus.
To see if we'd missed anything. But they didn't have anything new to say.
They?
Yeah. Diamond Tiara and her friend, Silver Spoon.
Silver Spoon. Ah, you mean the filly who lost a lens from her
You mean the
glasses?
filly that's blind?
Yeah. Wait,
Damn.
a lens? As
She sight
just
blight.
one?
Fucking Snowblind? What's her name? That OC?
Oh no! Oh,
Snowflake.
wow! Can't believe Silver Spoon wasn't being entirely truthful in 2-5.
Yeah.
Who
People
is
were like
ever
freaking out, like,
100%
whoa,
truthful in
only
Ace
one
Attorney?
lens.
Either the trial today or when we went to see her.
No, but seriously, who is ever 100% truthful in Ace Attorney?
Yeah.
Gumshoe.
We were totally
I guess
just
Gumshoe,
we
yeah.
were totally just doing a nice character moment for Silver Spoon. No, we were totally not doing anything more. No.
I think one of the only characters that's actually been truthful, like, all the way is, surprisingly, Spark Brushel of all characters.
Are you fucking serious?
That weird...
I hate that guy in Apollo Justice.
Here it is.
Oh, it's her.
It's
Shout out to SK. Who couldn't be here.
Stop, Jerboe, you're not funny. Stop.
I think she's saying something, but I'm not sure.
Also, because SK couldn't make it, I'm gonna try to just do my best to praise every aspect of her performance.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I remember the cutscene production of this too. Fucking wild.
Also, nice little Great Ace Attorney beta track.
Oh yeah.
Which apparently Perry noticed.
Yeah, Perry did notice. By the way,
Yeah, he's the only one that recognized it.
Harry's the only guy that noticed it. Jesus.
And of course, this is the first, in episode cutscene that I did in one day. Fortunately, I did not suffer. And big thanks to Corey for like adding the compositing for this. If this was just, it would look fine like normally, but because he did the compositing, the lighting looks more dynamic. So shout outs to him. And you'll see more of his work later on.
She's just like 2 feet away.
Wait for her to finish.
She's just looking away from them, and these guys are just right behind her.
I know.
I'm just about finished.
Oh shit.
Yep, there she is.
Sup?
Are you? Equity?
My name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
The glare.
That is fucking powerful.
Yeah, she made such an impact to everyone.
Also, her eyes are humongous.
Likewise.
So we got a lot to talk about equity. We got a lot to talk about equity.
Oh god.
Boy.
The rig production of this was fucking chaotic. Jesus.
Shout outs to PPW for that.
For making the base of equity, making the rig.
Yeah. But more than just the rig of equity, there went a lot into our design.
Oh yeah. Don't get me started on the design, like holy shit, like the amount of shit that we go through with equity, like I remember like there's one point where while designing her, like her mane looked like
she literally
Cadet
looked like
pointed out
Elsa
that her
from
mane looked like
Frozen.
from Frozen. So like, oh, we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. Also, like sketching, making the 360 turnaround for like the armor was actual hell. That was actual hell.
Dude, it was hell to rig.
Yeah, I think I was there at like the near end of like designing equity, and I got in just as people were talking about the hairstyle. I was like, oh gosh, that looks like Elsa. People are gonna point that out, and that's gonna ruin the entire character.
Yeah. Luckily, Cadet saw that. Otherwise, would have had like a lot of Elsa memes for equity.
Yeah,
I was
and also,
downstairs
Davis,
trying to sleep with
apparently
family.
you don't know how to color gold.
No!
Yeah, I kept mistaking yellow for gold for some reason, like
we even made
because I was just so used to
too.
yellow looking like I was so used to gold looking so shiny and like not like that. Another thing that I want to mention with equity is that like a good amount of her poses, not a good amount, but like a couple, are based off of Lana Sky.
Dead ass?
Yeah. Like there are like a few poses out there that kind of like resembles her, like her looking away, looking look a little skeptical. Even what about also her turning her back against you? That's a Lana thing right there. What was the first thing what was the first thing you saw when you were introduced to Lana?
It is, yeah.
Her back was back. Her back was turned against you.
She pretends she don't see it.
Yep.
Yes.
I didn't even fucking realize.
I believe like it took like at least 70 members to get to the final design of Equity that we have now.
70?
Yeah.
7.
70. I would have been like, what the?
I don't think anyone would come to a conclusion at that point. That's too many people for one stupid little character.
Yeah, it took at least 70 members from different departments to get to a concrete final design of
It
Equity.
is true. It was a very heated debate.
I was just fucking watching the chaos that unfolded. I was just downstairs with family while they were sleeping on my phone.
Yeah. Oh, Fire Sky. Oh, thank you so much for the 20. Now that'll be the frozen meat. Oh God. What have we done? What have we done?
This had to have come public at some point. You couldn't.
It has to come public at some point.
Yo, wait, Aljavis, you know what I have to do now after this stream at this point?
What?
I should re-rig Equity. That little design. Got him.
There's only one way to make this right now, and that's to make XK sing Let It Go.
and she's a good singer. I think she's a good singer too. Like I think she could totally do it.
Singing.
She would do it on God.
And while we're here, Ashley, you want to mention something about SK MLPArts?
Oh, actually, I was gonna mention it a little bit further down, like after the nightmare sequence. Also, I didn't want to pause. I just wanted to have her performance playing and then just kind of point out what I noticed about it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, are we good to move on?
I got something to say.
Before. All right. What is it?
the rigging this character was chaotic as fuck. All right. Hey.
Oh. I know.
It was chaotic as fuck. Okay. Both because that turnaround sketch that came up of her armor was so fucking confusing. Pretty did not know how to vector it, and B, Pretty Pegasus Wings was still a noob. I don't know reanimate, so I had to teach her and consult her multiple times. And C, I'm pretty sure we were on a tight as hell deadline just to get this one character out. So we could only get one turnaround, but we couldn't even get the rest of her armor in most cases. So the reason why that she's mostly in front view was because we don't even have the rest of her fucking armor vectored out yet.
$2 from placeholder.
Oh, $2 from placeholder. I would love to see her sword fighting skills. Oh my God, like.
Thanks, Caesar.
You'll see it as I won't say you will see it or not, but yes, she does have a sword and a dagger on the other side.
All right, just as design, rigging this thing, chaotic as shit.
Yeah,
Pretty had to make the turnarounds, and then by the end of the development, I had to rush in with literally less than a couple of hours left to just fucking make her poses on the spot in an actual speedrun manner, which worked out, but she's still in a fairly incomplete rig that needs more to her. But goddamn. So that's her rig development. Fuck this character.
I'm sure some people will. Anyways, I think we should move on.
Hey! One more.
One more thing?
Fuck? No. What? I don't act like you didn't hear that shit.
Let's move on. You want to say something really quick, Jerboe?
Jesus.
Just very quickly, I want to say something.
Sorry, I got rudely interrupted at the worst opportunity. But as I was going to say, about Equity as a video editor, there is one pose that is in there, and we are literally set, and I quote, not to use that one for no reason.
Oh,
happy pose?
We'll use that at some point, assuming we'll ever use it in the first place. Anyways, I think we should move on. We talked enough about Equity.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fuck this character.
I want to say something.
Oh, by the way, thanks for the donation, Ramirez.
Say something.
Oh, and Cadet.
Hi, Cadet.
Yeah. It's actually a good thing you did said something about the hair. I'm happy about that. All right, let's actually move on.
Yeah.
So, LAWKEEPER Equity. What are you doing here anyway?
I didn't realize I needed a reason to privately pay respects to one of my fallen soldiers.
I mean, she's right.
Track for Equity by Darby Garrett.
In addition to
Oh shit, I forgot about that. It's goated.
Ooh, 10!
Based on the beta track that just played.
She's got another 10 from Fire Sky.
Oh, you were saying, James?
Recent events have made me question whether or not they remember.
Equity's theme is actually based on Lord Strongheart's beta
So it makes sense
Chronicles.
Oh yeah, right. And Jarby Jared did make this track. I think it's awesome.
Unlike his fellow recruits,
And he is in the chat right now. Oh, Fire Sky 15, thanks for the 10. Raging speed runs.
I probably spoke some really terrible Latin just now, but yeah, that's what it's called.
It's in Latin, but it basically
Like my brother was?
guardian of the law.
After
Yeah.
your brother's engagement to Cadence and moving to the
And
Crystal
suddenly,
I don't remember the
we have,
detail.
and suddenly we have Royal Order's significance. Why he was an important, like victim.
That's a lot more than just being a member. Why didn't anyone say anything?
I forgot this was even a detail.
Contradict what
Fucking
Private
hell.
Eye and Princess Luna said during the trial? They would have known about Royal Order becoming the next captain, right?
Should have rewatched the episode.
Definitely knew. They just didn't want to
Just like everyone else should. Sometimes I gotta
Yeah.
rewatch the episode.
It was
I'd rewatch the episode if it wasn't 2 hours long each time.
Athena is basically like, could you please not hide shit from me for 5 minutes?
I love that meme.
Someone who gave the victim his orders, I can say with certainty that there was nothing that set him apart from the other guards in our entourage.
Cap.
Well, Miss Lettuce is probably more accurate. I don't think he was captain yet, after all. Point is, they knew and they didn't want to tell us. But why?
By the way, little thing, this clearing made by PBW long before Case 2 was released.
Yeah, so this background was actually used previously.
Yeah, it was used in the trailer.
Not only that, but also in like actual, I think,
a flashback.
Into one with Fluttershy, yeah, where they're talking about Timberwolves.
Yeah.
This background was used for this as well, and I think people caught on to that, even though
Yeah.
I tried my best not to show too many details.
Yeah. In fact, like the little patch on the right and the little burnt patch on the right and also on the left, like they're remnants of what happened in Turnabout Storm.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
specifically
shit.
tried not to show that, but it's still, people still like,
Very nice
that's the clearing. So
Yep, it's
that
the
just shows
clearing.
that
It's
people
the
are-
clearing.
Yeah. Yeah, so people definitely knew, even though I tried my best not to
Nightmare Moon?
to hide it, because I did not have a background where Fluttershy was talking about that.
Nightmare Moon.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Sonata walked into that clearing and had a fucking Vietnam flashback moment.
Another time.
Oh, thanks,
yeah.
Bruno.
Bruno made this little edit, and it's so cool.
That is so cool.
Randomly asked me, how about you make Luna in this pose for a second? Alright, here you go, homie.
What does this?
Flares. My favorite flavor.
It's not a story the princesses would have told.
And that's a Star Wars reference right there.
You're long overdue for an explanation.
Nice prequel meme.
Twilight.
Yeah.
I know. I'll keep it brief.
First of
boy.
all, this whole thing. Shout out to
we're gonna watch
Soundman and
episode one again.
Shannon.
Holy shit.
Remade.
Yes,
This entire thing was remade from the ground up by Shannon and Soundman.
Yes, to emphasize, this is
They
not
did,
from
and
the actual show. We made this by hand.
Man.
Using to lower the moon to make way for the
Plus,
child.
Shannon and Salmon did an amazing job with this. I almost
Yeah.
convinced on just watching the episode itself.
Yeah, I don't believe it. It's from the episode.
It's not.
It's not. We actually
Hey.
made this hand. We made this by hand manually.
Made this by hand.
That's
Fucking-
terrible.
I swear
think
this
that's when you know
team
you've
just
done a
works.
great job.
Her own
This
sister.
team works too hard. I swear.
What do you mean too? Too hard? God damn.
We do work too hard.
Luna has
We didn't
Too
have
hard.
to do
No, I
that,
don't
but
think
we
we're
did
working hard
anyway.
enough.
For Suyo J.
No, I don't think we're working hard enough is what it is, alright? We have to reach literal God himself potential, above God. Come on.
Also,
Above
I believe
God.
this is a ghost trick track.
Yep, it's chained past from Ghost Trick.
I should play Ghost.
You got something to say about SK?
There's a
by the
remake
way?
coming out, a remaster coming out for it on the
There
Switch
is,
soon.
there is. Arts, I think you had something to say about SK?
Yes, I was trying to find the right word. Cynical. Equity's tone is cynical. Distrust for integrity and sincerity in pretty much everybody, thinking that trust is naive. SK manages to deliver every single syllable with that cynical tone and carry intensity in her voice without making it sound forced or shouting or raising her voice at all, which actually makes it even more intimidating and like unsettling whenever she speaks. Like, I don't know
Yes.
how you do that.
Yeah, now that you say like the cynical tone, like
Cynical, yes.
she is really good at that the entire time.
Where are you going?
And then obviously like her diction's really clear.
Sonata is not impressed.
Yeah.
I love how she slows down her pacing whenever she's trying to get into the other characters' heads.
Just making
Notice
sure
how she
that
gets
they.
slower whenever.
Yeah.
A lot of sudden delivery in that line fucking scared the shit out of me.
Another
Yeah.
10 from Fire Sky. Wow.
Hi, Fire Sky. Another
tens.
10. Holy shit. From scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy good.
40
Oh,
already
thank
from
you.
Sky.
You should
Wow.
especially thank Shannon and Soundman for that.
They're the absolute gods, dude. Literal
Oh, this
goats.
quote.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this quote actually threw me for a loop for a while.
No, this quote had me in the fucking ropes, dude. Had me chained. Jesus.
That line hits kind of hard.
Because it's one of those like painful truths.
That's one thing I really like about
You can't really
Equity in
argue
this
with what
scene.
she's saying.
That
Yeah.
you can clearly tell she's being harsh, but you can also kind of see where she's coming from.
You can hear that the pain is what's causing her to become bitter, which is like what Athena catches on to, I think, after this.
Yes.
No kidding.
She heard anger and pain.
Hers, she makes for a good instructor.
So just props to SK for having such a strong hold on her
To take on
character.
the mantle of LAWKEEPER,
Yeah.
I suppose. But she isn't the reason why we're here.
Sonata just doesn't give a fuck. God.
To see if we missed something.
She does not care about no equity, bro. Does not care about the chalky milk mare.
It's even with the tone of her voice as she's saying it.
Like, damn, bro. That's impressive. Anyways.
Troubled,
Good.
Athena. Something on your mind?
It's just what LAWKEEPER Equity said about not being so quick to trust others.
Oh, come on, Athena. They're our friends. Princess Luna, Private Eye, the Cutie Mark Crusaders. We all want the same thing. Why shouldn't we trust them?
Because she wasn't wrong about Luna.
Oh no.
That's what makes Equity scary.
She's known more about the case than we did from the
Real talk, bro.
But she wasn't alone in that regard. Private Eye was keeping secrets
Matter
about
$2
Royal Order
from
being the next
Justin.
captain of the Royal Guard.
Oh, another one.
At the very
Wow.
least, neither he nor Princess Luna intended on sharing that info
Oh,
with me right
your
now.
first. Oh, that would be like the hardest like thing you've ever done so far, I guess.
No, that was MV answered that and he said that was video editing.
Yes.
Are we really
What was the
working towards
first
the same goal?
super chat question?
Secrets I'm
That was the first super chat question,
Oh.
I believe.
He's basically asking like the question to the rest of us.
Stopped you before?
Oh, what was the hardest thing?
I guess so.
Hmm.
Obviously, nothing that it gets past this episode, but like I guess thus far.
Let's try and finish investigating this scene.
I believe for me personally, it's trying to figure out the ropes of automation.
I think for me it was doing
Found anything?
Rarity
No.
in the first scene because she had to say the line, the iconic line, the worst possible thing. And
What now?
I never practiced drama queen Rarity
Two
before.
cases left to investigate. The statue and
So I just had to listen to like a whole bunch of her noises and her panic attacks and then try to imitate it.
For the most distance.
You did an amazing job at that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Statue and investigate from there.
We'll do just that then.
For me,
Meanwhile, Twilight, Athena, and I will head over to.
it would have to be like making the courtroom.
Yeah, me too.
And also
All right. We'll
the
rendezvous at the
the
detention
cutscene at the end of 2-4. That was tough as shit.
I know I said I'd put it out of my mind, but Equity? I heard it.
I'll talk about what the hardest thing for me was when we get to the scene in question. But
yeah.
Bubbling, seething anger.
There's two different things you could say.
Yeah. Yeah, yours is coming up.
Also, Athena with
7.
that really good hearing of hers.
Yeah, Athena just knows.
Okay.
That fucking groan was so powerful, it was cutting out midway. Holy shit.
Who's cut? I didn't see a name there.
No.
She managed to finally bring them in.
Or the face of that mailbox.
Memories are falling back. I'll get
I always knew
to it
back
at some
here.
point.
But even though the door is just within reach, why does it
Yeah,
feel like
the-
it's so far away?
The face of the mailbox.
It's
the-
alright. I'm
this
sure
house.
Zipporah won't hold this against you. She doesn't strike
Just
me as a
this-
creature that'll hold a grudge.
The entire scene.
Right, yeah, it's just...
Oh, I have
It still bothers
But
me
I
what
have
happened. What I did.
quite a few things
Well, it'll keep bothering you
say,
until
but
you get
not
this
at the
over
Oh
with,
yeah.
don't you think?
moment. We'll get.
Yeah, we'll get to yours real point in a bit.
Phoenix's honest reaction to that information.
My honest reaction.
Sakura?
That mailbox's honest reaction.
Us.
Yep.
How nice to see you all come
Yeah.
by. Please come in.
Dropping little hints that Phoenix is not entirely pleased with what Athena is saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one
Your purpose
of the
for
small
coming,
touches that I
feel I can tell.
added in.
Investigating
Yeah.
the arrest of Sweetie Belle.
All right.
Also, who are we talking to? No one is
Okay,
on
let's
screen.
pause here
All
for,
right. So,
for a moment.
what do you have to say, Jerboe?
Okay. So, it's first off, we should talk. This is the debut of animated backgrounds.
Yes.
If you pay close attention to the background, you may see the candles move. It's
That is
very
true.
nice that we added from the scene going forwards. I was in charge of the scene, and I love the scene, but I also hate it because of how much I had to go through just to get it to work.
Yeah.
So, to start with, the background wasn't. This animated background wasn't. I didn't have access to it from the beginning. So I had to do a lot of this first with.
Now you have experience like
and when I
working with animated backgrounds.
Yeah.
The problem was that it was big, the canvas. And when I noticed that, I'm like, okay, let me just try to shrink it down. But when I tried shrinking it down, I didn't realize that they're all individual parts to animate.
I think, yeah, I was about to say, I think your internet was cutting.
Oh yeah. Oh yep. There he goes. There he goes. Oh.
Jerboe's internet absolutely
Jerboe
killed
internet.
him. Right?
Jerboe's
As soon as he
internet.
started sounding robotic, I knew.
Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping that it would just fix itself, but nope. There he goes. But yeah, like to help.
Thread.
Yeah. I will say. Oh, by the way, thanks again, Fire Sky. I did read the entire thing, by the way. More about this animated background. Like it was first off this background done by Shannon. Awesome work as always.
Beautiful.
She gave me I had this idea where like what if I like somehow like the candles that are over there, what if I animate them somehow? And I know that Animate can handle AI like not AI like I mean they are it is like it's like AI as in like Illustrator
Adobe
files.
Illustrator.
Adobe Illustrator.
Illustrator.
But basically, I know they were compatible with Adobe Animate, so I asked her, "Hey, can you send me the Illustrator files to me?" I'm like, "All right, sure." So I went and experimented with the candles, and I even like did like not just the candles themselves, but also like the little like the light effect on it, the little like gradient like radio light. So yeah, like those were animated. I wanted to do that for like the cauldron too, but I was like, I don't feel like doing it.
I'm back. Discord didn't. Internet is poop as always.
But yeah, like all right. But you were saying, Jerboe? You're saying
tell me where I left off.
You were talking about how big the canvas was.
Yes. So the problem with the canvas was that it was too big. Like, I could not fit this in the background without messing with everything that was in the background all at the same time, because that's how Animate works.
That is true.
So, what I did, like, this stumped me for a couple of days until brilliancy struck, because I know my editing programs, and I have one software that I was using at the time that could convert a video in an FLA file. So what I did was I took the background in full scale, rendered that as a SWF file that converted it to MP4, put that in the editing software, downscaled it, and then converted that into a single FLA file and used that for the background.
Oh my god. I didn't realize you had that much hassle.
Yes, this is the reason why I hate this scene, because this one background stumped me for days. And to add insult to injury, because apparently the way I was doing it before, like, everything kept messing up. This background is literally Murphy's Law waiting to happen.
Jesus.
So I was working with that for days until I eventually caved in. I'm like, okay, you're not willing to play with me. Let me just sculpt you into one simple file so that nothing goes wrong. I swear, this background, like, and guess what? The moment I did that, everything worked fine.
Damn.
Adobe, man. Adobe,
everybody.
This background is just... I love it, but I hate it too. But at least the background was the only thing that was working against me. Everything else went smoothly. But I should also say that there a bit of cut content for all of you. I wanted to be like a small panic shot of all of this background, which got cut because it was too long and was unnecessary.
Did it even render it? Did you even render it? Did you actually render it?
I did render it in Adobe Animate. And I had it in the scene, but I removed it in the last render because people were saying it's unnecessary.
I don't remember that. I gotta see that again, bro.
I have to like remind myself.
I don't have it with me anymore.
That's fine. By the way, Fire Sky again. Jeez, you are generous. Wow. Okay, y'all do hard work on a fan service about lawyers. Oh, thank you so much. Listen, we strive to have like the best quality lawyers and ponies in the EOG team.
Yes,
bro, they're awesome, dude. We gotta actually still compare to them.
This background, like, it was a pain at first, but when I decided to inject it with my own other animating file that could thankfully do it in FLA, it was like, okay, I'll behave, sir.
That voice was perfect.
Jesus.
Like sometimes when someone is a bitch, you have to castrate them.
But damn.
God. Jesus.
A hard lesson right there.
Holy shit, okay. Real talk.
Suddenly,
yeah, okay.
The Giga Chat Sterling Spade comes out.
Let's go!
Can we say we work really hard to make these things work, even if they're a big pain in the butt.
About anything, but this actually like got on my nerves.
Yeah, you were saying, Joel?
I said that we work really hard on these, even when some things end up being a big, huge pain in the butt.
It's true. We just gotta deal with it and make it work somehow, because that's just how we work. So is that all you gotta say?
Captain America's super serum for this shit.
Yeah,
sometime.
that's all I have to say for the time being. There's probably
Okay.
something else I will talk later down the road, but we'll get to that. For now, I just want to cope.
Yeah,
just cope. Fucking mauled.
Yes. How'd you know?
The news was spreading as I left the courtroom.
I love Sakura as a character, but after all the splicing work I did with her lines, I'm pretty sure she's gonna haunt my dreams until the end of my days.
It's not just your dreams; it's mainly the writer's dreams have been shattered the moment she came to this case.
There's no way I can ever make it up to you.
Man.
Apologizing. Twilight.
Sakura, I knew what Athena would be forced to do during the trial, but I didn't go further to stop her.
Twilight sounds super raspy here because I recorded this at 6 in the morning.
I did hear the rasp, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of hear the rasp.
Even so,
I mean, Twilight normally has rasp, but not that much.
Yeah, I do love the rasp because like it reminds me of Tara Strong because she has a natural rasp.
That enough. We had to redo that. We had to redo that line a couple of times because
I forgot about that.
Forgot about that too. So many things happened with this episode.
It's all coming back now.
I think my brain just repressed that memory.
Did you think it would be further?
My brain didn't, and my brain is not letting it go.
Well, I guess I was expecting you to still.
It's well worth it if it means having the best quality possible. But
her reaction was certainly strong.
We're having to literally fight God himself to get these fucking episodes out.
You mean there's more to her reaction?
This is for an
Princess Luna's hiding even more.
It is for an investigation.
More motives than what Equity said earlier.
I mean, yeah. Wait, you say like this is the best investigation we've ever done?
Wait, maybe I should ask her about that.
Just saying, the investigations, they're usually not as much work as the trials.
Oh,
usually,
yeah, true.
But like,
the other thing about Sakura that
doesn't make it any easier.
Unfortunately, ran into all the time was because some of her poses were not helpful with looping, so I had to omit it most of the time. But I would have loved to go from one post to the other.
It was because Pretty Pegasus Wings was still an Adobe Animate newbie, so she didn't understand that much.
I'm not blaming her for that, but I made most with what I had.
Then why does not knowing bother me so much?
Imagine having to do extra steps to do a simple action. Sounds like Animate.
It literally is Anime. That's not even fucking joking.
The flare guy. That's what I do.
I'll do my best to respond in kind.
For starters, is there anything that you haven't already told us? Anything that might shed light as to what really happened?
I'm afraid that
another thing that made splicing Sakura lines hard for me is making sure her tone was right for a lot of her lines and how she would say them.
Yeah.
I was searching for flowers at the bog that day.
She's always
the day of.
She has a very specific speech pattern and tone.
She does.
So capturing that is, especially if she emotes like in a specific way, is very tricky.
I can find day bloomers, the flowers I sought.
I think PPW nailed it.
Yeah, PPW is great as Sakura.
My favorite line here is when she says cupboards, because the accent on that was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Those day bloomers definitely looked familiar, didn't they?
That makes sense. And it was later removed by royal order when he went to clone himself.
The thing that gets me with the PPW is that just her range, that you wouldn't expect this is the same.
Yeah.
Right,
She went
same BA that does
She went from Coco to Diamond Tiara to Sakura.
Yes, and Sakura will forever haunt her, unfortunately.
Oh no, she's affected too.
I remember one outtake.
Because she helped with the rhymes too.
She accidentally rhymed, and she panicked because of the rhyme.
She was like, "The core is infecting me."
You haven't returned to your hut.
All it takes is one rhyme for her to have a literal PTSD attack.
That means
I don't think we still shared that blooper in specific yet.
I love that blooper. It's funny. Really funny.
It'll definitely see the light of
Yeah, the bloopers will see the light of day one day.
When we're done with Case 2, we can make the goddamn blooper reel finally.
Yeah. There are way too many bloopers. So many good ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's a good learning lesson for me as well. I feel like I picked out way too many bloopers and didn't organize them that well.
If I'm being honest, like I'm excited for like
I'm assuming you don't
for Adox's bloopers, because her bloopers are like
Adox's bloopers are a work of art.
Oh, they really are a work of art.
So good.
They also seem kind of rare. Like I didn't.
Yeah, they're very rare.
They're rare, but when she does,
oh boy, here we go.
Do a when they do a blooper,
boy, here we go.
It is fantastic.
Sure thing. Here you go.
Stop
You
right
got something
there.
to say? You got something to say?
Yes, I have something to say for those who want to be. Aljavis, go back. Oh wait. It's my thing. Sorry, I was watching along. Okay, so for those who would like to be an aspiring video editor, let me give you a bit of a lesson as a veteran myself. So we went from a still with trees, vines, and branches to one with a bloodied one with a flashlight on. What is actually happening here in Adobe is 3 things are happening at the same time, and I would like to explain that in a little more detail. So, what is actually happening? The first thing that happens, the most obvious thing that happens, is a flashlight sound effect goes on. I don't need to explain that. The second thing that happens is the still with the blood and the still without the blood are the same. So they have the same background, so this allows for a bit of a switcheroo. And the third thing that happens is on top of that layer of the still, a circle that is yellow whitish is placed on top of it, which gives the effect of a flashlight. And for those who are a little confused about that, Aljavis, would you show a little visualization of what that kind of looks like?
It's right there.
Yes, look at the little spiel teaching you stuff. This is how editing works at its core. You basically take whatever you're given and improvise from time to time, because sometimes, yes, we just keep talking about lip syncing or backgrounds or movements, but sometimes we have to improvise here from time to time. And in those moments, it's good to have an idea of what you should a certain effect. In this effect, showing a flashlight of a bloodied trees, vines, and branches.
That's right.
And this is a very simple example of what is required as a video editor, but there are also more extreme scenarios such as split screens and other sorts, tiny details that you also explained in 1.3 with Phoenix's eye closed during the talk, and that is also a result of video editing. Guess I remembered you were talking about that, Aljavis. And if anyone is interested in doing things like this, where you just basically video editing is kind of like a visual magic trick. You do need to tell what you need to do, but if you can pull it off, then you can do stuff like this. And this is a very simplistic example of doing a magic trick.
Very simple, but very effective.
It's very simple, very effective, and if anyone has interest in video editing, then I encourage you to also experiment with these kinds of things like this, because video editing is not just cutting a clip and then pasting it somewhere else. Sometimes you have to get a little more creative.
And I think that's what...
And just copy-pasting and just doing this.
Yeah, I think that's like what helps like differentiate from video editor, which is definitely apparent in this episode.
Yes, and I would also like to reiterate for those who are not aware, before I joined Elements of Justice, I had 0 experience in Adobe Animate. I have never used that program before. However, I did have previous editing knowledge from programs such as, for example, Olive or Sony Vegas or other editing programs that I've used over the years. And it just shows that you do not need to know Adobe to get into EOJ. Like, if you have edited videos before, then you have a pretty good shot at becoming part of the team.
It's true.
And I'm like the example, and I'm like one example of like having never touched Adobe Animate and doing things like this, for example.
Heck, you don't necessarily even need video editing experience. I believe Bruno had like 0 video editing experience before he joined our
And he became a team leader.
Yep, that's how it goes. You can
Anything
become a team leader with 0 experience. What's required is effort and sometimes
hard work.
a little creativity. It's hard work, creativity, and sometimes some discipline, because sometimes it's as easy as doing 3 things at the same time in one simple frame. Other times it's as complex as how complex it can be sometimes.
Other
Or
times,
it could be as-
Animate gets cranky and gives you a million error messages.
Yep. Or
Yes, but
exactly.
it's all learning and knowing what the program does, because I am a pretty cautious person. I make sure that I make backup saves all the time. But for those who like to do some video editing tests, do not be discouraged. It is very simple. It can be very simple if you decide to put your mind to it. And
Exactly.
I believe that if you like, it's one thing to do the test. It's another to do things that are unique to you. That's things that you know. Because if you just follow the tutorials of a test, sure, you may pass, but it's going the extra mile that might just end up winning you a spot.
It's true.
So
Is that like
let this one flashlight example be a stepping stone for those who are curious in the world of video editing, because at the end of it all, video editing is basically visual magic.
Great visual magic you do.
Yeah.
I definitely encourage anyone who's interested in video editing to try it out. Even if it's not for you, Jay. Just try it out. Alright, so is that all you gotta say?
That's all I gotta say, yes.
This is your PSA from Stilling Spade.
Use it well, my sons.
You should.
Yeah. Alright, let us move on.
Thank you, Crystal, in the super chat.
So that explains it.
Oh, I didn't see it yet. Oh, Crystal Golden for the $5. Thank
I know
you.
what Sweetie Belle's been hiding, but we'll have to confront her about it at the detention center. We should head there as soon as possible, before visiting hours are over.
Right. Let's get going. We'll meet
We're
up with
finally
others,
going
then head
to
the
talk
center
with
after.
Sussy Belle herself.
You've been a tremendous help.
Ah, Sussy Belle.
You're welcome. I wish you all the best. But Athena, for you I have one final request.
Yeah, Zecora?
Please let accusing me weigh you down no longer. If you cannot move on...
Zecora's so good.
I love Zecora.
Sweet.
I wish she was featured more in the show. Like, way more.
Yeah.
I'm definitely happy that she got to appear at least once or twice each season.
Yeah.
So I can't complain too much, but more appearances never hurt.
Yeah, I remember she was meant to be, like, at first, like, kind of like another mentor to Twilight. Which I
People
think would have
also
been
saying
so
that,
cool.
like, people also saying like a note also help for the animate. Yeah, exactly. Notes help as well.
So long as we were able to question Sweetie Belle.
What about you guys?
Notes
Were you
are
talking
definitely
to While at
helpful.
the statue?
We were. It's strange. The investigation team somehow missed this before, but between the 3 of us, we were able to catch something. Your eyes must be rather special. Both of you.
I love that line. It reveals about everything about her and Trucy and Apollo.
I love that pose.
They are very perceptive.
Yeah, they are perceptive people.
What's with all these red lines on some of the trees?
I love
imagine
making this still.
Are they?
It's not often that Sonata of all ponies would compliment someone else on their eyesight.
Yeah.
They only wrap around half of each tree, like someone has splashed them haphazardly.
Look, you can see how those rings
man.
have lines dripping down.
I'm not gonna say. I'm really surprised that not many people like focus their attention a lot on those bloodstains.
No.
Yeah.
what's this? It's intriguing,
Like,
but
it was a really big clue just hiding in plain sight like that.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand.
For letting us know then.
It is quite big, yeah.
I love making that still because, like, it looks like it's straight out of a horror movie. At least a lot of people say that.
I know
You just like drawing blood.
Yeah.
That may be so, but all I'm asking is...
You're asking me to give up on my dreams of becoming a royal guard.
Hello, turning page.
All what I am
His team is back after literally showing up like once in the first episode. Okay, still.
Princess Twilight. Every pony. What are you doing here?
We're here to see Sweetie Belle.
You know, our speedrunning boy.
We came to visit Sweetie Belle and Sugar Stamp. We were just leaving.
The world's greatest Ender Dragon killer.
With a wooden sword, no less.
What were you two arguing about?
I'm very curious.
That explains some things.
Mom says I can't join the royal guard.
If I'm being honest.
No, that's not what I... Turning page, if ever you are going to listen to me, let this be the time.
Incoming best mom moment.
I have nothing against you wanting to join the Royal Guard. In fact, I find it a noble pursuit, the same one your father followed when he was younger. If you have a dream, you should go for it, no matter what any pony else says, not even me. If that is what you truly want, then I want that for you too.
She's a great mom.
What song is this
But that
from?
shouldn't mean becoming so
I believe it's a Hotel Dusk track. Yeah.
one goal that you
Bright
forget
Crystal.
the importance of
It's an
other
acoustic
things.
version of Bright Crystal from
Going to
Hotel
school
Dusk.
and getting an education is important.
I have yet to play the game. It's on my list, but I've not gotten time to get. I've not gotten interested in playing that yet.
But writing it
Both
off
it and Last Window are really underrated in my opinion.
consideration that will hurt your chances of getting into
I think I'll finish my Paper Mario first, and then I'll try tackling one of those
or
two.
even ace all of your quizzes. But I am
When
asking that you
There's
don't
one of the
forego
things
your
that
education.
made it really hard for me to
If
really
not for me,
suspect who was the culprit in this case when I first read this script, because holy shit, she's just a good mom.
I'll give school a shot then.
Strict on at times, but like
And for you.
she wants best for her son.
Thank you, Turning. I'm sorry you had to hear all that. Now, we'll get out of your hair. I'm sure Sweetie Belle needs you.
Actually...
Perry says, love how Fair shows so much of her character in this scene. Not really talked about. Yeah.
It is, yeah. No one really talks about like Fair Devotion as like an actual character.
I suppose I can spare a few moments. What would you
But I
like to
think
ask?
this scene really captivates like
like
how she actually is as a mother.
Something about the whole
One of EOJ's strongest strengths, the characters.
We met with Private Eye and asked about the travel case that you'd given him and his team for examination. He showed us what was inside and, well...
Some of the contents are of curious note.
What's that supposed to mean?
Another character saying, "What's that
Was
supposed
a
to mean?"
letter addressed to your husband.
I love how
Overgrowth
awkward he
really,
made it.
Really nailing that mother voice.
Fondness for him. Extreme fondness.
Phoenix's awkwardness. I love
He was
it.
super awkward in this.
Sugar stamp at all.
I believe I understand.
Julius is so good.
But you
Like
must
it
have
even fits the
misinterpreted what
pose
Sugar Stamp
perfectly.
was
You
saying.
can hear his teeth, kind of like
The letter...
Her relationship with my husband was purely platonic, nothing more.
Platonic.
I would expect as much, given that Royal Order
Platonic.
comforted her after her husband's death.
Sure.
Now, I hate to rush
I-
off, but we
What I
have
also love about this scene is
and
for
you
Fair
still have to
Devotion
talk to
is that like
don't you?
she just had a moment where like, oh, she's actually a good mom after all. But then you hear this part and you're like, what? Who the fuck are you?
Bye, every pony. It was nice to see
It
you
really-
all again.
It makes you really unsure what you're supposed to
She
think.
took that
Yeah.
rather well, if I'm being honest. I would have expected her to be a bit more upset.
It's definitely strange. Maybe she really believes that Sugar Stamp and Royal Order weren't together.
Maybe.
Does she? I think Farah knows more about this relationship than she's letting on. Her voice didn't even carry the time.
Athena again, like being able to hear things the others wouldn't.
She's right about one thing. We do have to talk to Sweetie Belle. Let's go.
One case that only she can really solve.
Here comes the Sweetie Belle.
What the...
It's a magic nullifier. They must have given it to Sweetie Belle so that she can't light her horn.
A nullifier? I don't remember turning having one.
He must have. It was probably hidden by his mane.
Oh boy.
I guess.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, so
I still-
apparently the thing that sweat droplets? Nope.
So that's what that was. Hey, Sweetie Belle.
Very, very few people saw that detail the first time.
Are you okay?
Still feel kind of bad for Sweetie Belle here, but it also feels really different after the later episodes.
Yeah. I really need her to open up a bit. How can I get her to start talking? You know, Sweetie Belle, earlier today we went and visited Scootaloo.
Is this an Apollo Justice song?
No, this is the Spirit of Justice song.
Spirit of Justice.
But
It does have justice in it.
Motif.
Well, she's concerned about you.
Use a fucking motif from that. Too bad I never placed. I haven't finished Spirit of Justice yet. Fuck me. Case 3 sucks ass though right now. I'll tell you that much. There you go.
Oh, fair. Hey, if you ever wanna finish the case, I'm always around to like go through it with you.
You don't have to direct me. I just keep forgetting to play it. I don't even have the save file anymore, so I have to start all over again.
Omega oof.
Fucking hell.
Alright, that's a start.
Roblox oof sound effect.
She's opening up a little. I want to help you, Sweetie.
Ooh.
That's why
Ooh.
I'd like to ask if you'd have me defend you in court tomorrow. Rarity already gave us permission, but I wanted to ask you too.
What I want to say is that I like the nullifier because it kind of shows that like they're really taking their security seriously, because they know that unicorns can just like fuck with everything as long as their horns are up and about.
Didn't they introduce that first in the Equestria games?
I think so, yeah.
Boss, you want to handle this?
Yeah, I'll take it from here, Athena.
Another POV switch.
Magical cap detector time.
2 nights ago.
Magical cap detector, activate!
God, I love the Psyche-locks. The visuals of them that we did for this.
We know you were in the forest on the night of the murder.
Also, she's tiny compared to the Psyche-locks.
Also, bonus points for using the best rendition of this song.
I do love this rendition of the song.
His blood was mixed with some of yours. The question is, why was your blood spilled at that scene?
I really don't know, Mr. Wright.
Literally covering her.
It was a mistake.
I feel like Sweetie Belle's trying to be so cute.
Sweetie Belle knows more than forensic scientists.
She's like, I don't know.
I think I have an idea as
I can see her like trying to like go, like she doesn't see the Psyche-locks, so I imagine her like being like trying to look over them as if she does see them. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't suppose you recognize this.
Yeah? It's a Timberwolf.
Okay, Aljavis, how does Phoenix show a Timberwolf in that moment?
A photo, I guess.
Probably.
How
Yeah.
do you take a photo of a Timberwolf?
Ace Attorney Court record logic. There you go.
That's just how it works.
Yeah, this is in line with the games.
And that's how your blood was spilled.
Alright, then I'll just let it slip.
Also, you want to say something about this particular moment, James?
There's always a chance a mistake could have been made with the blood analysis.
Dang, Sweetie's smart.
Yeah, to demonstrate that Sweetie is real.
This to have been some sort of mistake.
Real.
Anything to get out of here, I guess.
The Cyclops doesn't get broken here. When it
Absolutely no traces of their prey.
Man, you're cutting out like hell.
You're kind of cutting out quite a bit.
Still on the planet to still be alive right now.
Am I okay?
You're fine right now.
Yeah.
I'm better, yeah.
Yeah. Just to demonstrate that Sweetie is really intent on keeping this a secret, because we all know why.
Oh man.
Would have for someone that's a lot less strong-willed.
Yeah. You need two
Sweetie
pieces of
Belle's
evidence
really
to
She has
stubborn.
the fortitude to keep one of her locks not broken.
Yeah, you need two pieces of evidence to break one lock.
Yeah, it's kind of in line with her character in the show. Like, especially when she's being like a brat, she's really stubborn.
Yeah, she can be really bratty.
He must have died wearing it too.
She can.
And the killer threw all of it into the river.
I don't understand. I don't understand why the children in this case are the most smartest people in this entire spiel compared to the actual adults.
I know.
It's true.
It's funny as hell.
Sometimes it do be like that in the show.
Yeah, it really do be like that.
That is true. That is true.
However,
God damn. The adults have their character development regress all the way to 1 year old.
There were two.
Season 8 moment.
Exactly. On the night of the murder, there were two royal orders out looking for their son. One of them went to the forest clearing, and the other headed to the statue. Prior to that, both had been at the mirror pool, where one was created from the original. Here's the sticking point. Royal Order cloning himself without having a chance to change out of his armor means that the clone was also armored. Royal Order must have been killed before you arrived. That commotion would have attracted Timberwolves to the area, and the blood would have made them stay.
Just
When you got
telling
there,
everything.
The Timberwolves were still around. However, the armored corpse of Royal Order was also still there. We learned from Apple Bloom earlier today that Timberwolves can be frightened by the sound of a loud clang. You must have used those pieces of
So that sound
armor to
effect.
make a loud enough
Yeah, I know.
noise which would have scared the wolves away.
I'm so tired of it.
So many clangs. In two
Yes,
cases.
It's like Clang of Gamma, yes.
And that's a different clang as well.
What was that?
Yeah.
She's tough. Oh, and what would that be?
How about the fact that I don't have any kind of injury? Huh? You saw how much blood was there. No way that's just a tiny scratch.
I think someone was in the wrong room back then.
Damn, Shannon randomly just popped in the chat in secret.
Oh.
Holy shit.
The blood alone proves you were injured.
Stop looking so
you'd be so
innocent.
pleased with yourself, Sweetie Belle.
She looks so fucking innocent.
I know, her smirk.
Yeah.
God damn.
I love that. It's such a shit-eating smirk.
Yeah. So fucking punchable. It's so punchable.
She feels so smart with herself right now.
I'm
He's
so
like,
smart,
I'm so
dude.
proud of myself.
I did it, dude. I outsmarted Mr. Right.
Cap.
That's exactly what's going through her head.
This was one of Sakura's healing potions.
That's why it
They
makes
found
it
her
so much
patent.
funnier whenever Phoenix ends her little game.
Sakura told us
Damn, bro.
that it had recently
Fucking
gone missing.
fool.
Specifically, it had gone missing sometime between when Sakura went after Scootaloo and Turning, and when she was able to return to her hut today, after the trial. So it's like some pony in that time frame snuck into her house while she was gone and stole it. And that pony was you, Sweetie Belle.
I love how he sounds so disappointed.
Yeah, he's literally like a disappointed father talking to his child.
I'm disgusted.
Damn.
No, we didn't find any.
Then there you go. If I was bleeding that night, then there should be blood somewhere in her house or on the path to it. If I was as injured like you say and needed some kind of healing potion, then
I love your deliveries on this, Arts. Like, she's so sure of herself.
Thanks to this.
I tried to make it like she's becoming louder and louder because she's one of those kids that thinks, oh, if I get louder, I'll be more convincing. But actually, it's so obvious that she's just getting rattled.
I love that you give yourself that direction.
It probably isn't anything.
Doesn't she gradually get louder and louder as well?
It's like
in the show?
as she gets louder and louder, she gets squeakier and squeakier.
Her voice cracks more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And from Fire Sky.
Another
What?
10 from Fire. Oh my God, Fire Sky, you're so.
Fire Sky.
Yeah.
I should also mention that we found blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we were to
We'll
test
explain more about Sweetie Belle in due time.
This is where she's really losing it.
Be used
Would love to explain for us to talk more about what makes her such a tragic character in this case, but
Yeah.
we should probably save it for now.
We'll save that, but yeah. I mean, she's my favorite of the CMC too, but like, even I know that even she can be pretty flawed.
All I need to do is see what's under the.
I like Apple Bloom and Scootaloo more, but I like all three of them.
Apple Bloom's my favorite.
It's time to
Scootaloo is my favorite.
The blood test was
Sweetie Belle's my favorite.
Oh wow!
Why is Fire Sky donating their entire college fund money into the chat?
From there, you head into Zikora's hut, believing that there was something in there you could use to heal your wound. And that was what happened to you in the forest that night.
Oh, I love this part.
Here it goes.
That's super squeak right there.
Oh, man.
We will not punch the child, Ramirez. Because that's going to jail for another reason.
Yep.
I'm surprised we haven't gone to jail for child abuse yet, considering what we wrote.
Yeah, and I love that line right there from Sonata. Like, it
I
showed that
forgot what that feels like.
yeah, she was like Psyche-locked by Phoenix back in Tournament Storm. I couldn't think of another one. Another word for it.
Were attacked and used Royal Order's armor to scare the
No,
wolves
no,
away?
she got Magatama. That's what happened.
Yeah, there you go.
Ever killed Royal Order at the statue?
And then
Besides
closes up
that,
again.
There are two other things we need to know. Sweetie Belle, why were you in the forest in the first place? And what were you doing
Still
at the
6 in the morning when I was recording this.
Sweetie Belle, it's important that you don't lie to us. If we are going to defend you tomorrow, we need to know everything that happened that night. Even if it's painful to remember.
Dude, Crystal Golden said in the
Crystal
chat,
Golden,
the
thanks for
glorious
the-
return of
the growth of
Squeaky
Squeaky
Belle.
Belle.
Actually, hooray! We made a child cry! Elements of justice,
Yay.
everyone.
Yeah, this is what made people be like, "Oh man, I feel bad for her," and made people think like, "Yo, whatever happened in that forest fucked her up."
Yeah.
And they're right, but for other reasons too.
But even so,
Fun fact, like, this wasn't even originally like a post, period. That was like something I suggested when I noticed that, like, one thing that the writers like to do with the script is like note like when characters are supposed to feel something, and one of those was literally Sweetie is supposed to be on the verge of tears here, but we literally did not have a post like that.
And that post was made by Cinder Clouds. Pretty fucking fire.
It was
We'll talk more.
pretty great.
We can talk more about this post in 2.8 when we get to the breakdown. But yeah, that hurts.
And you want to mention something, Arts, about
Actually,
Sweetie Belle?
I kind of already made the talking point. I just basically wanted to say that Sweetie Belle's voice cracks have been my favorite and a very powerful way to convey emotion.
Yeah.
Oh, small little
think my-
detail here. We made Sweetie Belle keep her eyes closed after that. Basically symbolize that she's just not even facing them anymore.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
This scene.
My laptop almost died from this scene.
You want to mention that really quick, Joel?
This scene literally almost killed my laptop because there's an app we use called Pluralize that. It's basically another step of automation. It literally syncs up all the lines, all the different takes that we have exported. It can sync them up to an audio. It literally crashed on me 3 times for this scene, and I was confused why, because I've literally synced up courtroom scenes to have more lines. Oh, dude, this thing was out to kill my computer.
Oh god.
By the way, MV, apparently you have something to say.
Oh, I got a lot to fucking say about this pile of shit.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Okay. Scene 7. Scene 7. For context, right? I've edited scenes in EOJ since 2.3, right? And Scene 7 well, this was the last scene. This is the last scene I've ever edited for this project, and it will be the last scene I will ever edit for this project ever. All right, this was when I decided to fucking quit. This is when I quit it. All right, this scene was potentially the hardest fucking scene I have ever edited for this project for a good amount of reasons. A, I had a lot of special animation shit for the content of the scene on the whim. B, this is a long as hell scene because it has actual backstory and, you know, a lot of shit like that. And C, literally every character we've ever had is in this one document, right? Every single character we've ever had is in this one singular fucking scene. And for something like Adobe Animate, which gets very slow depending on the amount of stuff is in it, and especially with the types of rigs that are in there, yeah, it was a good amount of agony. It was a good amount of raw, unfiltered agony. But I still managed to get a bunch of shit hidden, right?
Yep. Yep. And some of that agony even spilled into my work.
Okay, you're welcome, but also cope is all I'm gonna tell you. Goddamn. Oh, dude. Dude, I'm trying to remember a good amount of shit, but a lot of the special animations in here, right, where Rainbow Dash flies away after yelling at Sonata. Sonata gets a little sad or depressed in the middle of a sentence. It's Rainbow Dash growling in anger. Her Phoenix doing that one tiny little breathe animation midway through.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out as well. That that brief effect. That was really well done.
That was all from me. A lot of that shit was from me adding this stuff on a whim because I think, damn, wouldn't it be cool if this happened literally midway through?
That is literally my mindset when I'm editing as well.
Yes, that was how it was, right? That was literally what it was.
Wait, so you did the animation on Rainbow Dashes, unfortunately, too?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Oh my god!
Literally, all of the custom shit that's in there that has never existed in any other prior episode up to this point, that was me. That was me who added all of that on the spot.
You absolute gift.
Jesus, dude. And while I think they look cool, they also added to the factor on this scene being an absolute hellish, painful piece of shit. All right, and don't. All right, and I will go over a couple things later on down the line, but we won't pause for it. There was also that entire Phoenix's backstory bit where he explains the whole thing where he forged evidence. Right, a lot of those sprites are ripped straight out of Apollo Justice. Or B, ripped straight out of the Ace Attorney wiki, and a lot of shit was just AI upscaled shit that I just had to fucking pull up because the low res version, which is not enough for the Adobe Animate canvas. All right, I had to rip a good amount of shit, make several different documents just so Adobe Animate doesn't crash on me, right? And it was fucking terrible, right? And by the end of it all, I didn't even finish the scene by myself. By the end of it all, I had to stop. The deadline was low. All right, the deadline was very fast approaching. There was like 3 days left or so. I had an entire scene that I'm not finished with lip syncing and all that. I've added all my flare shit, but I didn't finish lip syncing everything. All right, and there was all I had left to do was just 3 days left of all that, and I realized, damn. That's kind of stressful. That's kind of killing me. So I had to give up. I had to give up and hand all of my scene files to Connor and Vertiger for them to both edit and finish the job because I couldn't. But as long as they don't remove literally any of the special stuff that I added, because if you did, I will be pretty sad. That would be pretty sad. All right, and they did well, and I'm thankful that they did. It was all right. They finished a job where I couldn't, and all the stuff and all the cool stuff that I wanted to add in, literally on the spot, fucking worked out beautifully. And the chat's reactions was absolutely funny and fun as hell. And I'm very glad to see that happen. On God.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't this also maybe there was an earlier episode, but I
wait, what?
Are you think
Aljavis?
I think Pat also worked on this scene, like the barely
of release.
I don't remember that.
Or was that earlier?
I only just
started on
remember
it, and then Pat finished the rest. Like,
Fire Sky again.
I don't remember that. I'll tell you that. All right. Any idea where you want to
been a long
ask
time
about the
admittedly, so I'm not
No.
remembering.
Okay, no. Oh no, Fire Sky. Listen. Fire Sky. Nobody will let you do it, but it will also cut your hands off while you do it, so that you can do it harder. Goddamn.
Pretty much.
It'll let you do shit in the worst possible ways ever. All right, but to keep it frank, this scene, it was fucking difficult. It was the moment where I just fucking quit. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to video edit any episode anymore at that point because being a pony rigger is fun. All right, being a pony animator and a pony rigger is fun because at least it's one character that you literally just get to make on the spot and animate at your leisure with the program's limitations in mind. Because it's literally made for these software. This pony rigs are made for this software. A lot of the shit that I have to do, a lot of our pipeline, a lot of Adobe animation that we have to do to edit these scenes are not made for this software in mind. It would work much better with other editing software like Sony Vegas or Premiere Pro. And when I realized that limitation after 4 episodes of editing, I realized, damn, this sucks ass and I'm leaving. I'm not doing this anymore. All right, it's like this program is a genuine fucking hellscape. A genuine.
We love Adobe.
We love Adobe.
I fucking hate it. I can't. I've spent literally 6 years of my life on this fucking software. Jesus Christ, dog. All right. So with that, I'm only a pony animator at this point. I'm only a pony rigger. I might do other shit, but I'm only a pony rigger at this point because it's just the where I have the most fun in this project anymore, and I'll fucking take it. And big kudos and thanks to Connor and Verger for helping me finish this scene when I fucking couldn't, when I was literally in the brink of goddamn fading off of this plane of reality. Jesus.
Yeah, let me just say right now that is one of the most common things video editors will run into, where sometimes, especially with Adobe Animate, it just decides like, I don't want to do this, let me just crash, and having to compensate for all the time loss that we have. So Adobe Animate is not the best program to be doing this in, but it's literally the only program where you can do this in. So we have to swallow that poisonous apple every single time. And
no, look, we have to swallow.
It's rough because of Animate.
We gotta swallow the poison, but try to fucking clean off the poison a little bit with our own saliva, except in the worst possible way. It barely even works. All right.
Yeah, so while it is fun being a video editor for UJ, you also gotta remember, you have to deal with Animate.
You have to deal with Animate, you gotta work with a bunch of shit. Alright, and there's a lot of automation that was made just to make this process easier, because I guarantee you, I had to fucking build this by manual all the time, the whole way through. I would just fucking leave before I would never even start, I'll tell you that much, dog.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Without automation, I think all the video editors would have gone insane at this point.
Oh, implying they aren't already insane? Yeah, okay. Alright. Fucking hell.
All video editors would have gone insane if it was for automation.
Okay, right, but then it's not my main takeaway here, this scene sucked ass to develop for me, but I'm proud of how it came out. I am thankful for the video editor that did help me finish it by the end of this. I am never editing for this project ever fucking again. And also, one little final capstone of this entire thing. This was an industry standard software. That is all.
Yep.
Reminder that they want you to pay like $100 like per month, I believe, for this piece of shit.
Oh, $100 a month? Yeah, no, fuck that. No. Fuck that.
I think. I could be wrong, but yeah.
So,
look, for those wondering about our sanity, all I'm gonna say is this is the reason why I cope with seals.
Yep. So I think we're ready to move on. We're ready to move on, I think.
Yeah, I am.
That's quite a bit.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Fuck the scene.
Yeah, sure will.
There's another thing I found kind of difficult in this scene as well, but we'll get to her.
There's
mostly like figuring out how to best portray her.
It's a pleasure to meet every pony.
Hey, sup, it's a gray horse.
Sonata and Rainbow Dash, the
Yes. I see
that whole
may be a
debacle.
problem.
I think James, I think you got something to say about it.
We've never been formally introduced.
Yeah, just that. Just want to state that.
Malignant character.
Really pissed off with Sonata.
Yeah, she is.
Rainbow, she's been
Kind of.
helping us investigate.
But yeah, she's justified.
It's true though. She's been
My candy-colored ass. God.
From what I understand, you volunteered.
Rainbow Dash coping and seeding.
And now
Yep.
Sonata should have just said cope, seed, malt, to Rainbow Dash, gave her the fucking bird, and told her to leave, dog. That's what she should have fucking done. God damm.
I mean, I don't really blame her for being angry at Sonata, though.
Oh, I don't either. But also, fuck you.
She literally almost ruined her life.
That is true.
I like this scene. This part over here. It's just Cadet talking to herself.
Yeah, and believe it or not, Cadet said that she's pretty sure she recorded them back to back, not separately. So she switched between Applejack and Sonata for this whole thing.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised. I wouldn't be fucking surprised if she ended up looking at a mirror while recording this shit.
Yeah.
If that's true.
You know, I just remembered.
Weren't there?
Because of Mr. Right.
What?
Yeah, I remember like another thing
missing
that
this point.
Envy made.
But
During the trial.
didn't Envy like
I said I didn't
make
have any
like
pony to protect.
Yeah.
Then Mr. Right asked
Oh yeah,
He's
he
got
did.
them all.
He did.
She's cutting out. What are you talking about?
No. I know what you're talking about. Remember the fake screenshots that you made back then, Envy?
Oh!
She put Sonata in
Yeah.
the actual
Put them on the screen, dude.
TV
What the
show.
fuck?
They were afraid of it.
Also, this scene is great.
Yeah.
Dude, forgot I made those fucking fake screen caps. That is basically just to show screen caps. There's no
Yeah.
human characters in there
Yeah,
though, because there's no point.
People were convinced that she was actually part of the show because of those screenshots.
I love that, dude. I actually fucking fooled everybody into thinking this was a real canonical episode in 2014. God.
Maybe you're not so bad after all, Sonata.
That's how good you are, Envy.
That is how good you are.
Thank you.
Seems like you're working
Oh,
on
how?
mistakes from your past.
Applejack is always really so level-headed.
She's
Yeah.
so wise.
seriously believe
The goat.
There's no way she'd help us.
And Rainbow cut the music off.
I forgot I made her fucking do a clear throat. Oh shit.
Can't you see she's trying to atone for what she did?
Unfortunately.
Let's just
Unfortunately.
calm down, okay?
Piece of shit.
Unfortunately.
Getting nasty, right?
I'm not here for an argument, Miss Dash.
Another
Also,
little
we've
bit of
all-
animation.
All just
As much as I wish I could, I can't undo
ignore
what I've
Spike.
All I can do is
All the
repent for
time.
my actions
He's just
and
used to
help
it.
those in
Spike
need.
at this point. Spike is
I
not
understand if you can't forgive
relevant
me,
to this
but please,
at all.
at least believe me when I
Just
say that
like-
I'm not the same mayor I once was.
I'm here too, you know.
Yeah.
Every time I
She
see
was great. Dude, that little like animation of her just raging. That's,
Tell me you're buying this too.
he's just not having any of it.
Every time I
She
see a
is.
special animation come on the screen, I can fucking smell the blood that was on my hands dripping from a mile away. Every time.
Yeah, the blood must be like ironized at this point.
It's fucking gone forever, dude. It's fucking enriched into my brain now. All I need is actual medication to fucking remove it.
Yeah, but you know, these little touches like add up. You know, I
You know
always
it's
think
back when not even
Flare,
Scooter.
Flare.
You know it's back when not even Scooter could convince her.
Yeah.
Oh, see ya.
Oh, I love that. I love that animation. It's so good.
See ya. God, dude.
Apollo.
When you need pony specific animations, you ask Envy.
Contact Envy.
And a twinge of sadness.
Please help me.
Because nobody shares the same.
But remember the pain that he
Literally
has.
the youngest animator of the entire group.
I'm 18, dude. What?
You just
I
turned
don't think I'm
18.
the youngest anymore.
She just needs time to forgive. I mean,
I will never get over the fact that Apollo looked
What is
taller.
up with Fluttershy's
I believe
hair?
there's
Is
I
that
believe there's
Diego?
still this is Kimmy voicing her.
Yeah, I think
this
so.
this is Kimmy's last last role here.
Jesus.
It's so cute. I love it.
I promise to
Hi, best
literally
pony.
anybody.
Yeah,
This was, I think,
yeah,
This is Mint's debut as
Pinkie
Pinkie.
Pie.
Where have you two been, by the way?
I promise to literally anybody in the viewership right now that Fluttershy's stupid fucking main and rig will be fixed. I swear to you, I'm so tired of
Also,
it.
it's literally in this. I did want to talk about how Mint definitely has for their first time here, like voicing Pinkie, they did amazing.
They did do amazing.
But extremely close to the canon voice, to the point that I'm almost convinced they're in real Layton themselves. It's not just simply like having the right pitch for the voice, but also like emoting.
Getting Pinkie's
He does
mannerisms.
great at that too.
of the inflections and the speech patterns and the Pinkie-isms.
Yeah.
And her adorable little laugh, her adorable little giggle.
Happened, I guess. So, we know a lot more about the victim, as well as several other relevant ponies involved in this case.
Yeah, Mint will go far with their Pinkie voice. I'm very much certain of it. Like,
But I don't know what to think of Sweetie Belle.
Willa. Yeah.
I can't think of Sweetie Belle either anymore at this point. I don't even know who she is anymore. She's not a character to me.
I can even trust her after everything that's happened.
She's a blackmailer.
She's been fibbing a bit, but that don't mean you can't trust her about this.
I'm sorry, Apple Bloom, but if I'm going to win in tomorrow's trial, I need to be able to completely trust in my client. So, don't worry.
My honest
Phoenix's
reaction.
reaction to that information after defending certain characters. Certain character in Justice World.
Bitch, what? What? Athena? Huh?
You're welcome, Birdie.
Athena?
Yeah,
Homie?
A word with you.
Oh shit.
Someone is in trouble.
When your boss wants to.
Phoenix pulls out the belt.
Phoenix about to go father mode here.
MP, this is my favorite effect that you've done thus far with Phoenix.
Thank you.
Just the
I'm still
breathing?
crying over it.
Yeah, especially because it went through a lot of different revisions during polish, I think.
Yeah.
There's a million of them because there's so much shit in here, dude. Ah!
Doing everything by yourself attitude? I want you to drop it. Now.
Wow.
Also, I think this scene shows Julius's like best acting as Phoenix.
On God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
In that stern mentor figure while still keeping the energy of Phoenix. Jesus.
What do you mean?
Like I said, wanting to do everything by yourself, it's causing more harm than good. And we'll
It's like
this series is a fucking metaphor for everything we do in this project. That goddamn line.
Yeah, that's definitely me back then.
Yeah.
But how am I supposed to get any better? Both you and Apollo are amazing defense attorneys, and then there's me.
A lot of envy. Jeez.
Athena, I just want to be a good attorney. One I can be proud of.
These lines are some of the lines I'm most proud that Adox did.
Rely on everyone's help like you.
Like you can definitely hear the desperation.
By the way, James, you want to say something about this particular moment?
I do. This was something that I'd been building up to since we even thought of giving Athena an arc to begin with. Made her the attorney in this case. I wanted it to be a bit more introspective.
Oh. You're cutting out again.
Everybody's having internet issues nowadays.
Yeah.
EOJ experience.
EOJ experience,
Dude, fucking
everybody.
solar fucking sun rays are coming in here, dude.
Am I right?
Yeah.
They're all hitting us.
Yeah. So, Athena's arc, it was a bit tricky because it doesn't really do anything with Athena. So it was kind of tricky for us to figure out what to do with her. So making it a bit more introspective is the way to go. And sort of doubt her own the best way to do it, because she's in Spirit of Justice, but in Dual Destinies in EOJ, so you can sort of see that she is getting better.
Mm-hmm.
She, even after this.
Yeah.
Discord does not want you to talk. You are cutting out like hell.
I can somewhat understand what he's saying, but yeah, like connecting creating an in-between between like Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, like it's like she is showing that she is getting better, but I want to make sure that it makes sense based on what happened in in Spirit of Justice.
Lines up with Spirit of Justice.
Yeah. It really is a shame.
Athena have like only one. Didn't Athena have only one case on her belt that she did by herself in Dual Destinies?
Technically,
yeah. Case 3 in Cinema Academy.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
That was like the first.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No. I was gonna say, like, Justin Tran, thanks for the $5 again. I don't know if we'll ever do like a rewatching of Turnabout Storm. Would we do that?
I would love that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
8 hours of content.
Oh god, yeah. And then just watch the entire thing.
Just watch a select few episodes, like just a select few, and it will be funny.
All right.
I'm down.
By the way, I think the fans servers actually did.
Yeah, they did. I remember that day.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Holding the
Yeah. You want to say anything more, James?
To rewatch Turnabout Storm, so. But that was
I'm alright for now. The things I want to say later on, but I'm okay for now.
Okay. So we shall move on for right now then. Yay.
Athena, I don't know what sort of image you have of me in your head.
Little chuckle there.
That couldn't be further
The I don't know from Julius right there.
Sure,
No, what's
I
it
may be
like?
able to stand at the
I love
bench
it.
by myself
I love it so
from time to
much.
time, but that doesn't mean I don't ever need help. No matter the trial, there is always.
I love this scene
Oh
too.
my god, dude! More asset ripping.
Hey, there's a Maya, Edgeworth, Gumshoe. Yep.
So you see,
rarely.
So much asset ripping for this. God damn it!
Yep. Did a little cameo for those characters.
It's easy for you to say that, but I feel like if I don't at least try things by myself sometimes, I won't get anywhere.
let me tell you something, Athena, about the one trial where I was truly alone and how it turned out.
That trial.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm talking about the trial that got me disbarred.
I know you got a lot to say about this one.
I do, yeah.
Oh boy.
And then.
So yeah, go ahead, James.
Now you can hear me.
I think you're good for now.
I know Joel and I don't exactly hold Apolojustice in very high regard, but
yeah,
I do think I do think it's something that should be acknowledged, which is what Capcom have been refusing to do since because it didn't really get a great reception.
Yeah, I can kind of add to that. Like, as much as I don't hate any Ace Attorney game, but as much as I have mixed feelings about Apolojustice, I really don't like that Capcom basically pretends that nothing in that game happened.
Yeah, they sort of had to acknowledge it in Dual Destinies in order to bring Phoenix back, but I think since then they've just tried to ignore it in pretty much every regard. So when we were doing Scene 7, I wanted to acknowledge it properly and sort of air out everything that needs to be said, basically. You know, from Phoenix's perspective, about him being disbarred.
Honestly, like, I feel like if someone were to have done a follow-up to some of the things that set up and uphold justice. I think you, like, and the others really did a good job with this one. I
agree.
love this scene. It's something that I feel like oftentimes the games kind of make Phoenix seem like he's this like maybe not straight up perfect, but like this like really 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 good guy that doesn't do any wrong when he has done some things that are really iffy throughout the games.
He's not perfect.
So seeing that being acknowledged here,
Yeah, they do.
Is great. Like it shows that Phoenix himself is not he's not a perfect role model.
Yeah, they do dual essence and spirit of justice, and you know he has done some pretty shitty things, if we're being honest. And I definitely wanted to acknowledge that as well. He's
Even in the original trilogy, like he like falsely accused Oldback just to buy more time for Will Powers.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
yeah, he did.
In Turnabout Storm,
he did it in Turnabout Storm too,
where he falsely accused Fluttershy.
even though his heart's in the right place. Like the actions, like they don't justify the means all the time.
Not always, no. But sometimes when people are desperate, they sometimes make radical decisions. Like, it's good intentions, but sometimes those good intentions are met with dire results.
Jesus.
Is that all you want to say, James?
Yeah, just acknowledging that he's not perfect, and that, you know, even when he was disbarred, he didn't do anything illegal by himself. You know, obviously, if you know what happened, it wasn't his fault that he presented forged evidence, but just the way that he even conducts himself in that trial way, that he was being... There's definitely a difference between the very end of trilogy.
Yeah. So, all right. So I think now is a good time to move
acknowledge
on.
that slightly as well.
Yeah.
You were disbarred?
I was.
I know you mentioned that you were disbarred, but you never actually gave the reason for it. I didn't want to pry.
Thank you, Twilight. It's not a very pleasant memory.
What happened?
I was there by myself. No co-counsel.
I know you went through so much pain doing this scene, but it paid off so well. I mean, look at the replay. Look at the replays. People love this. People loved it.
I'm glad to see. Also, fucking, what was this guy's name? Valiant Grammary?
Yeah, Valiant.
But getting that stupid animation to work especially sucked ass because I didn't even have a GIF. I literally just had to put it together myself in the most cringiest way of all time by hand. It was terrible.
It was.
God.
Oh boy.
Mr. Wright didn't know about it.
Getting these sprites were a fucking street and a half. All right, it worked out, but Jesus Christ.
So they struck me up my badge regardless.
I had no idea about
also, those fucking Ace Attorney backgrounds. Also, the fucking the backgrounds of the flashback trial is from the trilogy, from the fucking trilogy HD rip, and the Apollo Justice backgrounds afterwards is literally just fucking AI upscale because there's no 1080p version of it.
Oh yeah, Phoenix did actually forge evidence.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we do, Oh yes, we do, Apollo. Yes, we do.
The games like to pretend that didn't happen.
Only this time, it was evidence I really.
I love Hobo Phoenix.
I do like Hobo Phoenix. 10 times hotter.
Fair enough, I'll give you that.
No one is happy.
Yes, sadly.
Damn.
And I think that's a good thing to show for Sonata. It's a good thing that Sonata saw that someone that she looks up to, even he did shitty stuff.
Damn, the person that literally saved me, my actual hero, is a fucking piece of shit. Type shit.
Hey.
Yeah. You know what else is funny? That that really needed to hear this. Who's actually not here? Rainbow.
It's okay.
She's not here to hear the story.
Oh no!
Yeah, Rainbow Dash left.
Oh yeah.
Real whirlwind of emotions right now.
So audience, you should keep that in mind.
I've never seen or heard you like
this. It was intentional.
It was intentional. Yes, it was.
I'm just gonna read out what Connor said in the chat. Val and Grammary had a disappearing act in Adobe Animate. Fuck off. God.
Sorry
I think there's a line.
Awkward, everyone.
Ain't nothing you gotta apologize for, Phoenix. Talking about
Damn.
something like that.
I also love that, like, how it's not Paul, that Phoenix wanted to talk to Athena in private, and then everyone just started to just like.
I know everyone was like,
I mean, then again, they are in an entire room, like they can clearly hear them. So
a big echoey room.
I guess they just walked up in it.
Regular at that place, aren't you?
Anyway, by addressing.
Does Sonata canonically have a house, or does she just literally live there at the hotel?
all we know is that all we know is that she lived in Canterlot.
Okay. Well, she doesn't live in Canterlot anymore, so I guess she just vibes in a hotel.
Well, no, that's just where she stays when she's in Ponyville. The Hayden Stay Hotel. Remember in Turnabout Storm?
Oh, yeah, that motherfucking place. Not bad.
If that's okay. No worries, Fluttershy. What about you, Pinkie?
Oh, can we pause on this next line for a moment? Because there is something I want to say that relates to my line of work for this project.
Oh, alright, bet.
I love this comment from. Yeah?
Can you go back, please?
Sure.
What the fuck did you just pause on?
God.
Alright, right here?
And I guess that's what Joel wants to see. That's what Joel really
That is
like
what
to
Joel
see,
wants
bro.
to see.
I'm not gonna deny it, but I also didn't ask for it. All right. Yeah, one of us to stop here. So yeah, one of the as you guys know, like one of the things I do as an audio engineer is like, oh, can you have music? You can play music, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. As you guys know, one of the things like we do as audio engineers is that we go through the recordings that the VA sent us, and we go through the whole thing and pick out what we think are the best lines, best takes for each line. The best take that best fits each line. The way I always try to like think, not necessarily just my personal interpretation, but I try to recreate the feel of how that character was in the original source material as best as I can. But when that character happens to be your favorite fictional character, it kind of does raise the pressure a little bit, because you have a much higher expectation of how that character should be, you know?
Yeah.
Oh damn, you too? That's how I felt when I had to animate Sonata for the first fucking time. Jesus.
Yep, I go through it as well. And I think I did pretty good with Pinkie in this episode. In fact, sometimes one thing I like to do is, especially if there's a take that I think will fit better, if that take doesn't say, like, this line was actually like different originally on the script. There was like no, it was just, that's okay. So like, not really, it doesn't have like that Pinkieism, I guess is the best way to describe it. And this was one of the takes that Mint actually did, so I went with it because, added a little bit extra flavor to it. But if I'm being honest, and maybe this is me being harsh on myself, because I'm always want to strive to improve myself. If I were to do this again, I would not have gone with this take because there was a different take that I also liked a lot, which he says that's okie dokie Loki instead, and I'm so mad at myself for not going with that one because that's just that is so Pinkie.
You live and you learn. I'm sure there will be more opportunities in the future. Mint,
Yeah, I think the reason I didn't go with it at the time is because I was thinking we could save that for like a later moment down the road, which you could say that. But personally, I would have loved to have gone with that here. It doesn't take away from how great Mint did here or how I feel about the takes I picked out for Pinkie in this episode. But yeah, hindsight is 20/20, as they say.
Yep.
It wouldn't be an AJ episode without some regret.
Yes.
My favorite fictional character, but I still liking a character is not the same thing as knowing exactly what you should do with that character in a project.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's true.
That all you want to say?
Basically,
yeah.
The only other thing I'll say is that if you're doing something and you enjoy doing it, like don't be afraid to take creative liberties like it is here, because I did not pick out a take that matched the original line on the script. I went with something a bit more interesting. You should always be asking yourself if you should always ask yourself if there's anything you can go with instead that would really improve the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's everything I wanted to say.
All right. So let us be moving on.
Yay.
I hope you're ready for a long story, Pinkie.
Yay! It can be right past my bedtime story.
That is a really funny line.
I do love that line. It's so funny.
It's like unintentionally
Pretty wild accusation towards someone.
insulting indirectly.
It'll be past my past my bedtime story.
I know.
Yeah, that would be your nightmare.
I love this line.
No fun when that
Yeah.
happens. But hey, you know better now, right? And you're sorry about it.
Yeah.
So
That's a reference to Mystery on the Friendship Express, right?
For real?
And also
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
It's that and also Party of One.
What? Dude.
Yeah, because she accused her friends of wanting to kick her out of the friend group.
Bruh, that was okay. I did not fucking realize that. I forgot about Party 1.
Just relax for now, Rarity.
That you actually recommended, wasn't it, Joel?
I'll accompany you, Miss Rarity.
We include
What,
that
James?
sort of reference. I think
Oh,
that was something you recommended yourself.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Those lines weren't even originally in the script. That was like something that I suggested to James, like when I read the script. Because I think if there's any pony that would understand Athena most about falsely accusing someone of something they didn't do, it would be Pinkie.
I hear a cat.
That's not me this time.
Oh.
That's my cat.
It's not Mango. No.
It's not Mango this time. Oh boy, it's this scene.
Oh, sweet son of a
this scene.
I love this scene. It was so fun to record for.
Twilight's castle?
Oh, this scene was the first time that there was actual lip syncing implemented with the raster characters.
Yeah, this was manual lip syncing done by Connor. It was crazy to do it, but
oh yeah, this is also why I fucking quit editing. Jesus.
yeah. Also,
Stupid shit.
the soundtrack right here, Athena's Nightmare, The Noise of My Head, done by me. And I made this track using Silent Hill samples. So I found like a video that shows like what samples that were used in Silent Hill 2. And there's a certain like part that I wanted to use that made me like, you know what, I'm gonna use this for this track. And another thing I wanted to do is we use another like thing to in the background for the track, and what I did was you know like the running wild like sound effect from Widget. That is it, but slowed down and way distorted.
Can we take a moment to talk about how amazing Adox's voice acting in this bit was?
Yeah, she went so Adox went so hard with that scene.
Holy shit! The first time I heard those takes, I was legit petrified.
Yeah, like her.
She genuinely sounds horrified.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to get her to do more of that.
Yeah, like
do it.
Do
All
more
hail
of that.
Adox.
All hail Adox.
All hail Adox.
Like when I heard that like take, like she was screaming so loud, like it started clipping. I'm like, holy shit. Back up for a second. In fact, the gat on my head you heard, like it was clipping, but you could barely hear it. But it's so good that we just have to use it.
I didn't even catch that. That's when like the energy of a delivery is bursting at the seams is when it starts to clip.
It starts clipping, yeah.
There's an easy explanation for this, Athena. What you saw.
Also, shoutouts to Goddess.
All in your mind.
She's such a good Luna. No, this before she got her new mic.
Yeah, I know, but you guys managed to give her a new mic.
Yeah.
By donating.
Yeah, seriously, like all your donations, all the super chats, the memberships, like that's literally going towards the team itself to upgrade all our equipment. And you're gonna see a better. Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to hear how much better she'll sound.
Oh yeah, she's gonna sound so much better.
No matter how many times I see this background, I think there's something amazing.
This background.
This.
So remember the pain that I went through with the Sakura background? It's like this, taken to 11.
It was edited by Connor. He also had the
edited by Connor. He did an awesome job with this. But holy shit, importing this background was actual hell. Like, so the story is that like, I wanted to like put like a green screen for this part because like that's how I did it. That's how I added the what's it called, the episode 1 like storybook thing for scene 4 and no, what's scene 5, but whatever, like that's how I was able to add that seamlessly into the episode, and I tried to do that for this scene. And when I tried that, Luna was fucking up. Luna's like colors were fucking up, and I tried like rendering it in another way as an MPEG, but because I thought it would make it better, because that through Swivel you can do that and it'll render it with transparency. But no, in fact, it made it look way worse. Like it looked fine during the render in like Swivel, but once you see it in Adobe Premiere, it's like it looks like white outlines, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
It looked like a fucking shitty Google image rip. It looked like taken straight from fucking Google Images.
Look, I thought that I was having trouble with my animated background with Sakura. This is like on a whole new aspect of problems with animated backgrounds.
So what was done?
Turns out the moral of the story is don't use WinRAR.
No. Let me explain that even more. Like when what the other thing we had to do is that like we had to like render it through Adobe Animate itself, but that just takes way much longer. But we had to do it just to see if it would work, and it still broke at times. So what was done is that like, why don't we try like Vegas? Why don't we try Vegas Pro for this? Sony Vegas.
No,
and then when we did that, it's like, wait a minute, it's that easy?
Dude, okay.
So
Wait, let me say this, right?
It's funny how both animated backgrounds required a convoluted solution for them to work.
It really was.
Okay, wait, let me say this, right? Okay. The only way we were ever going to get this to work properly was to not even render it as a fucking MP4 file, which is a compressed video. It was to make sure that it was rendered as a .mov, and A, doing that in Adobe Animate takes a century when you got a scene like this, and B, that allows for transparency instead of terrible fucking green screening that ended up making Luna look like that she was high on cocaine every single time. Alright? Hey, so then the next best thing, just fucking render as a .mov and transparent background, and then, let's put that in Premiere Pro, right? Too bad Premiere Pro didn't do it right. Premiere Pro did not properly do it, so then it's like, oh damn, time to go obtain Sony Vegas, right? Hey, and the setup for that was fucking funny, but it also led into the very next day being the fucking worst goddamn thing imaginable, which is the scene was still getting fucked. The scene wasn't working. My computer had a blue screen of death as a result of trying to actually fucking help Aljavis. Alright? This scene gave me a blue screen of fucking death, and I couldn't even use my operating system anymore, so yeah, I had to fucking re-download that. And trying to unzip it just to fucking obtain the MOV files for this scene was not working properly, because supposedly, because of WinRAR, as you should not use WinRAR, I'm assuming. I don't even know what it was that made WinRAR just completely break the scene when Aljavis will try to import it.
Yeah, it's true. And then
it fucking broke.
Yeah, it kept breaking. Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! 100?
Okay. Okay. Fire Sky.
Thank you so much, Fire Sky.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I thank you so much, Fire Sky, for the 100 dono. Like, here you for all again, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Doesn't this guy have rent or something to pay?
How much money have you spent?
I think I've been keeping track it's getting to either getting to or over 200 at this point.
Dog, homie, listen, I get it. You want to support the series,
I don't want you to mortgage your house. No,
listen, that's cool. But that's also, I would really like it if you had food on your plate the next day. That would be cool.
Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much.
Really?
Oh my god! What is this? Is this? Are we having another 2-8 pre-premiere moment?
Please don't.
What is going? Oh my god! We're having It's not even. This is just a DC. This is just a DC.
I think people are so motivated by the fact that we went through 2 animated backgrounds that were causing this much problem, and the determination is what led to this.
All right, let me take a second to read this. This is a message just to say thank you. This series had helped me through some personal issues. I can't think enough from the events in the server and how much detail you put into each episode. I don't know what to say. Love you all. Keep it up and have it. Thank you so much, Harry.
Oh, you're a real homie.
Like,
I'm really happy to hear that this series has really helped you out during.
I'm glad to hear that too.
I'm really glad that we managed to make your day.
It does mean the world to us, and it's part of the reason why we do these DCs. Is because it allows us to explain the ins and outs of the production and how much we hate ourselves. Because that's just what happens.
We go back to the animated backgrounds now.
But let me explain this a little more. Because these DCs allow us to talk about everything that happens in the production and how a lot of times can be so hard, because I think people just don't realize how hard it is to make these episodes. You would think that it's just a glorified slideshow, because I thought that way at first, but it's not. It's so much more work than that.
Put our literal blood, sweat, and tears into this production, and sometimes it drives us nuts. But we keep doing it anyway.
I broke my fucking computer just for this goddamn episode. I literally broke my computer for this episode, and I had to fucking fix it for it. That's the shit that I have to work through.
I built PCs for this series.
But knowing that it's had an impact on your life makes all of the pain worth it.
It actually does. It really does.
It's because of moments like these that we always go through with it.
Yeah.
So, animated backgrounds.
But yeah, back to that. Yeah. Just
don't use WinRAR.
The gist of it, don't use WinRAR. For some reason, WinRAR breaks it, but when we tried to 7-zip, it just broke.
What do you mean it broke? Did it break with 7-zip or not? What?
No. I know what. No, my mind is confuzzled right now. I meant it's 7-zip. It worked fine. WinRAR, it broke.
Fucking.
Oh, great! Another $5. Okay.
Hi, Fire Sky. Still donating. It's like that one video game when he looks all good in front, and then no. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, that's honestly all I really got to say. I mean, besides Corey and Geon doing a wonderful job with this animated background, like
I said it earlier, but no matter how many times I see this background, I can never not be impressed with it.
Exactly.
It is so beautiful.
I remember like showing it off to like everyone in a call one day, and they're just enamored, like, holy shit, like this is peak.
Okay. One more thing. There's only one more thing I gotta say for this entire animated background bullshit. Hey, I like to think that part of this background being animated at all that led into this whole thing was probably my fault because this was my fucking idea. It was my idea to have it fucking animated. I asked Corey, Geon, and Shannon about it, and here we are. So yeah, you're welcome, fellas. All I'm gonna tell you.
Yay! So you're the reason why your Windows failed.
Yes, I am. It was just to set up Sony Vegas for you, you fucking piece of shit. God damn.
The lengths we go through to make this series as amazing as it can be.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, we've lost a lot of HP, but boy, we have good healers here.
Yeah.
And we also leveled up quite a lot.
You did level up quite a lot.
I legit feel like my resilience has gone up at least by 25 since the last time I've been here.
Yeah, we get thicker skin working on this.
My HP stat has to have more than doubled by now, ever since I first joined.
Yeah. So, I think we're ready to move on.
Yes, we're ready.
All right, let's calm it down. Let's calm it down. Let's just have a nice dream in this dreamscape. Also, this track, of course, made by Jarby Jared. This actually is supposed to be like the actual version that was supposed to be played back in the end of 2.4. But we got it wrong. So this is the actual version of it.
Yeah, this is like the goat of Luna song.
Yeah, I love this track. It's so good.
It's whimsical, it's dreamy, but it also has a sense of authority.
Right.
Hey, it's the regal ruler of the night.
There's also like a bit of a somber tone to it.
That's incredible.
A bit, yeah.
Luna must be extremely powerful to be able to banish
Theming through music, that is hard to do.
You say you can enter anyone's dreams. I've been here in Equestria for a few days, so why haven't I seen you until now?
I try my best to only intercede when the nightmares are of an incredibly tumultuous sort, Athena. It would be an immense invasion of privacy were I to step willy-nilly into some pony's subconscious whenever I felt like it. Though,
oh dear God,
does not mean I am limited in what I can do.
The amount of dreams that I've seen.
In fact, it is here that I was able to determine
not God can I've seen.
So we couldn't even keep that from you, could we?
I detect a bit of bitterness in your voice, Athena. Is something the matter?
No, of course not, Princess Luna. I was just, well, actually, yeah. There is something that's been bothering me.
Perhaps talking about it may help. That is the psychological thing to do, yes?
I love this. I love this talk between Luna and Athena.
And why's that?
Well,
it's something that I think the audience really wants to see too. It's like, just talk to each other.
Yeah.
Not only did you know about Twilight and me being the defense, but you also actively
Take a
kept us
deep
out of
breath
the lead
first.
into your motives
That
during
face,
the
though.
trial.
Yeah,
More than
I love that face.
told Scootaloo and Turning Page to not tell us
Luna
anything.
stare.
It wasn't until
My
halfway
honest
through the trial
reaction.
that I realized that everything you were doing was in order to help them. You kept dropping hints, trying to guide me to a specific argument, while still keeping me on a leash and rebutting every argument I made. You definitely knew more than you let on.
Literally everything that the audience has been asking about, like, why won't you, like, what's going on?
You're trying to help us.
And it's all being answered, and everyone's like, thank you.
Were we working towards the same goal?
I wonder how many people have played. I have at least played Apollo Justice, because I don't think it would be as surprised if they knew what the prosecutor in that game was like.
And before you ask,
Yeah.
no, it is not because I saw it in your dreams.
What the fuck?
Actually wasn't thinking that.
I understand you're frustrated with
entire
me.
case, it's-
My answer
There's been really interesting dynamic between
I shall
Athena.
attempt to explain.
Yeah.
My reason for withholding information from you and Twilight Sparkle had nothing to do with being the prosecutor. It had to do with me being unsure of both of you.
Unsure of both of us?
I am familiar enough with Twilight Sparkle to know she means well, but you, I must confess, are a complete stranger. I knew of your connection to Phoenix Wright, but as to your heart, I was unsure. I, regrettably, did not know if I could trust both of you, not only to work together, but to work with me as well. As such, I thought it pertinent to keep you at hoof's length. Even so, I also knew I had to rely on the two of you to free both Scootaloo and Turning Page. Thus, I attempted to act in such a way as to guide you to proving their innocence, without giving away that I was trying to do so.
You mean, you knew they were innocent?
From the very beginning. And I believed if you
Yep.
followed my guidance, that would inevitably be proven.
But why all this secrecy? Why not just tell the judge that you knew they were innocent?
That's where some people are trying to wonder too.
Prosecutor.
It is one of those situations where my hooves were tied before I had begun to unravel the mystery itself. You will recall, no doubt, what I said during the beginning of the trial about the original prosecutor being allocated elsewhere?
Yes?
Before they'd managed to build such a case against Turning and Scootaloo that I could not merely drop the charges held against them. It may have been deemed suspicious or represent a conflict of interest.
It really shows that, like,
The judge might have thought
how
I
much
held an
she cares
unfair
about
bias
just
towards the
children in
defendants
general.
and would have chosen to appoint
Right.
another prosecutor.
I think it's also because, like,
My sympathies.
maybe she kind of sees herself as one too. You know, the little sister, the younger sister of Celestia.
That's a good point.
My only available course of action was to take on the case as the lead
I mean, it makes sense, like, with her being in the dreams of
odds being stacked
the
against you,
CMC throughout the show.
truth.
Because she's the
Right,
little
I think
sister.
I could trust you.
I think there was
Yeah.
even like a little hint that you guys put in EOJ. I don't know if it was before this point, but Athena was surprised that she actually cared about one of the children.
Back what I have done. My decision not to trust you was my own.
I
well have hurt your case. And
knows
it is
that
with
she's
significance
just trying to help.
that I say,
Yeah.
were I facing
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright in court instead, I doubt I would have treated him as I treated you. For that, I am truly sorry, Athena.
talk about your feelings, and it might end up going well.
And regretting having to do what you thought was necessary.
Damn, 2A looking at you like a fucking idiot.
I can definitely relate to that. Huh. Who would have thought I'd relate to two princesses?
She's creating a harem of princesses.
Athena?
Stop it. Shut up.
Hey, we included that line.
At some point or another.
I don't care. What you didn't include was all James's stupid comment.
Only learn and hope to do better, or try to do better. And we can only hope we don't make the same mistake twice. I understand what you did and why you did it. I wish you didn't, but I get it. And
Look at them try, like, just understanding each other. This is healthy communication right here.
we can find the truth about what happened to Royal Order.
This reminds me of like
I believe Phoenix Wright
Athena's and Apple Bloom's
And I would
little heart to heart.
work with you too.
Yeah.
When Apple was yelling at her, and then she was like, "I wish you didn't do it. What matters is you feel bad and you apologized."
Yeah.
There may be a way to address those
The
reservations.
dynamic between Luna and Athena in this case is one of my favorite things about it.
Yeah.
Recently, we learned
Like, we keep talking about how much hell 2-6 gave us, but it's but the product at the end, like the final product, is like some of the best we've ever made.
There was nothing all that
Right.
significant about his position or status.
My personal favorite investigation.
It is one of my favorite episodes in the series. 2-4 is my favorite episode still, but 2-6 is still one of them.
I would say 2-8 is my favorite episode.
2-8 is not my favorite at all, but it's not bad at all.
The general public as well.
I don't know what's my favorite.
I'm afraid I cannot disclose that information. It is not out of mistrust for you, however. It is of a nature far more sensitive than I
Also, something I want to point out, like, the way their voices, like, whenever they talk out loud, like, you can tell that there's, like, a slight, like, reverb and echo in the background. Really gives you a sense of, like, yeah, you're in the dreamscape.
However, if you really are interested in knowing, then I suggest you and the rest of your team stay in Equestria once this case is over.
Yeah, good luck convincing that to Apollo. Just saying.
Not that I would mind, but Apollo.
Yeah, she literally just mentioned Apollo.
Damn, I forgot that was there. Okay.
How did you know he was supposed to be the next captain?
Oh,
Gosh.
some pony told us about it. The Lawkeeper.
And suddenly,
Lawkeeper
it goes quiet, and you hear just the winds of the cloud, of the dream clouds.
Part of the High Council.
We've met a few times.
And then inside the cloud is a dream. And the dream loudly blares Gangnam Style.
Trust in others, and how trust is naive. And that made me think about what's going on now with regards to Sweetie Belle. I'm not sure if I can fully trust her. All throughout this case, Sweetie's been hiding something, and even though she accepted my help, it's like she isn't sure she wants the truth to be known.
It's like unironically throughout the entire case, ever since
How
2-2.
can I put my trust in her if she won't put her trust in me? I think what LAWKEEPER Equity said is really getting to me.
To have a belief that
Did you see that? Luna was checking her out.
others is a mark of naivety.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, please.
God damn it. I'm not even gonna get the fucking horny bat, I'm gonna get the fucking horny gun, you son of a bitch.
Look, I didn't even make a single comment when we accidentally did that one freeze frame earlier.
No, you did. It was a response, but it was still a comment that confirmed your down badness.
The down badness.
I'm just saying. Do not sugarcoat it.
You can sugar
I
stamp
only
it.
said I wasn't gonna deny it. I didn't say anything more than that.
Trust is a leap of faith, Athena. That's all it ever is.
Love that line too.
I can say with certainty
Into the Spider-Verse
Belle
reference.
is not the culprit.
Very good line.
Yeah, it's such a good line.
Who else could it be?
It is likely the other ponies involved, either fair devotion, or sugar stamp, or perhaps even both.
Yeah, it makes sense. Both would have more reason to kill Royal Order than Sweetie Belle. And yet, something about that seems off to me. I feel like I'm missing
I wonder what.
I wonder what it is.
Unfortunately, Athena, I believe it is time that I depart. The dreamscape is vast. I must continue my duties in
All I'm gonna say is, first time I read 2-8, I was internally screaming.
That was how I felt after reading 2-4.
showing me I can trust you to find the truth in any way.
I was in hype mode on 2-4. 2-8 just made me depressed.
Hey, look, it's the background.
It did its job.
Just flipped from BOJ2.
In any way I can.
Oh man,
Was
this
this,
part.
was this after BOJ2 or was this before?
After.
After.
BOJ2 takes place between 2-2 and 2-3.
People were like getting scared at this point.
I'm sorry. Who's in this scene again? I forgot. Oh, wait. There's my answer. Never mind. Jesus. Damn. It's over.
Oh boy!
Right, I need to mute the song because I don't want to get claimed again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
we don't
that's
want to
that's 2-6.
Just
yep.
Let me put some other music for now.
Fucking put lively people from Dual Destiny. Damn it!
And also, the name listed there for Pinkie Pie is outdated. Their name is Mint now.
Right.
Yep, it's Mint now. But yeah, also, this is going to be the last time you'll see these kinds of credits. So, all happy and dandy. In fact,
why
the
is
new
fucking Pursuit playing by the end of this? What?
Well, I can't control what the playlist is playing.
What? Aljavis, please.
I believe him. It's just funny.
Yeah. Also, like I said, this is the last time you'll see these credits because, like, at 2.7, you're gonna see like a lot darker versions of it. In fact, that darker version of those credits were meant to be in 2.6, but we couldn't get it finished in time, so we moved it to 2.7.
Damn.
I think it
ended up working out better that it was in 2.7 instead of
in a way, yeah. I think in a good way.
Because of what we end up doing in 2.7. We outright. Well, you guys know what happens.
Special thanks to these motherfuckers.
Yeah. But yeah, that is 2.6.
It's over.
Yep.
We did it.
We did it. We're done.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay.
So
I don't remember 2.7.
Yeah. But yeah, like, by the way, even though this is technically the end, it's not technically the end yet, because I got something to say.
Oh.
Well,
right.
G is letting me know this in advance. But starting tomorrow, well, first off, you know how you're talking, it's a good thing that you told Jerboe. It was a good thing you gave us a whole like thing on like how editing works and everything, and how we should encourage people to be a video editor and everything. So that's why we're announcing that starting tomorrow, we're gonna open up for video editors.
Oh my god, I could not have predicted that.
Yes, we are opening up for video editors tomorrow.
You guys just got yourself a head start.
You did get a head start right there. If anyone wants to be a video editor for EOJ, we're going to announce it officially tomorrow.
Damn.
And no, Jerboe didn't know. In fact, there's one more announcement I got to tell you. First off, I love the amount of talk that we had about BOJ and their connections and everything.
Don't tell me.
Well, the thing is, like, I am happy to announce that BOJ 4 will be here very soon. In fact, so soon that it'll be coming out Saturday, March 11th. And there's a thumbnail right there.
Teasers, man! These teasers are killing me!
Damn, just fucking leaving Jerboe in the dark up until the light just fucking blinds him. Good shit.
Kinda did.
Man, how do we do it?
Holy shit.
So yeah, Saturday, March 11th, BOJ 4. And in fact, this is so far my favorite BOJ. A lot of stuff happens in here. Well, not a lot, but also a lot.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a very good one.
I haven't watched it yet, actually. I'm gonna watch it on Premiere. Good thing.
So yeah, BOJ 4. Keep a lookout for that.
It'll be a banger, y'all. It'll be an absolute banger.
What a way to
Can
announce
confirm.
that.
Yeah. Quite the announcement. And before we head off, I want to thank our front gallery members again: Sean Taggart, Night Rainbow, Pork42, Casneal, Hoodie Angel, Maria Moonlight, and Eleutheria.
Yeah, so you'll
Man,
get a lovely
what a DC this one was.
This was fun.
This is really fun.
Like, we had a lot to say about this one for a good reason. Because 2-6, holy shit.
Whoa!
Oh, hello!
I fucking knew this was gonna happen, dude. I was gonna fucking call him from miles away.
All right,
Every
Harry
time.
with the 50. Well, $49.99. Well, have some. Stop scrolling. Well, have some more. I'm glad to help you out. Hope this money helps you out a bunch. I love these director's commentaries as it gives us a chance to connect with you, and I just love it so much. Love you all again. MLPArts, I love your voice acting.
Thank you so much, Harry.
Goated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
What can we say? We love working on you and Jay, even though it drives us crazy and makes us want to jump off a bridge.
I'm sorry. Was that on
That
a bridge?
extreme.
Dog, that's some baby shit. It makes me want to fucking shove a bullet into my skull.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, seriously,
I had a
thank
lot
you
of
so
fun
much.
with this DC.
Yeah.
First DC I'm a part of, and
goated.
It was a
honestly,
banger one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
honestly went a
unlock
lot
my
better.
overall though.
Crazy that.
Hey, Joe.
God.
No.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this was a much better DC. Literally, when I pressed go live, OBS crashed. So like, I thought that was gonna be an indicator of what's gonna happen next. But literally,
Problem within the first few seconds. That's an Academy record.
That is an Academy record.
Dude, that crash, that OBS crash was not even a bad omen. It was an actually good omen.
It
was a good
was.
omen somehow.
Oh God, more of them. Thank you,
literally
Ramiers,
was
for the
like, okay.
Holy shit.
Let's end the stream before we
Alright,
actually bankrupt.
We actually have to leave now before anyone
yes,
loses their
yes,
houses.
before-
You gotta- okay.
Yes.
Okay.
God.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait. Let me drink. Oh, my throat hurts.
It's from all the screaming out.
It was from all the screaming. All right. So, thank you all so much for joining this DC. We'll have 2.7 and 2 HDC come at some point. We're not that sure when, but we'll be sure to prepare for that too. So, yeah. If you guys want to do the thing at the end with me,
I'm
Let's do
gonna
it.
Like to do the thing, yes.
Know it.
Oh man!
All right, ready?
All right, then, let's go.
Okay.
all right, hold on. Wait, let me make sure that I'm going to the right scene first. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
All right, bye everybody. Thank you so much. All right, ready?
Bye.
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 3, 2, 1.
Objection!
This ending theme, holy shit!
I know.